Welcome to Dice Legenz Halloween Special. We have got a spooky wooky episode for you lined up. Before we introduce you to our cast of beautiful characters, our scene begins in a small, sleepy village with a dark secret. In a blacksmith's forge. It is pouring down with rain. Lightning lancing through the sky. The fall of the hammer on the anvil, rhythmically beating. In the gathering gloom, he turns. Is anyone there? Shuffling sounds behind him. He turns again with the sound of a wet footstep splashing near him. His face turns to the side and is briefly illuminated by a ghostly light. And he reaches for his throat. His eyes bulge. He tries to call out, but he can't. Glancing around, no one comes to his aid, and he falls to the ground. In front of him, a luminescent figure steps. Welcome to Dice Legenz. Roll that stinger for us, please.
Like, say what character.
All right, we're back. Welcome. Hey, welcome. It's great to have you all with us. My name is Vahid. I'm the DM for Dice Legenz. But more importantly, let's introduce you to this beautiful cast of players. Let's start with
Monique! Hello, I'm like a level 5 Goliath rogue named Reef, and today I'm dressed as a purple worm.
Kia ora, my name is Truby. I play the level 5 wizard known as Wezley, and but today I'm Frankenstein. That actually hurt. That was hot.
Hello, my name is Raylene, and I play Mihan, who is a level 5 human warlock, but now I'm dressed up as Medusa herself.
Medusa, my name is Longi Johnny Jr. Taulafo Seresele, and I play a human paladin known as Ātukaan. But today, I'm the howling wolf of pain on behalf of the All Blacks. Yeah, as you can see, I tried to hold myself back, but my sorrow just shows on my face. Love you.
Hey, it's so wonderful to have you guys with us. Thanks for joining our adventure today. We're going to have a lot of fun. I'm going to tell you about our trick-or-treat dynamic in a second. You'll see right to the side of me, it says tricks and treats have already been flooding in, which is great. But before we do that, we're going to talk about the things and the people that make this show possible. First is our subscribers and our followers. Thank you. If you're subbing, if you're following, thanks so much. You keep our boat afloat. Speaking of support, Truby, you want to talk about?
Thank you to our patrons on Patreon. Thank you for giving as much as you can to us, whether that be a little or be a lot. You help us make set good. You also help us make terrain good. And a big hello and a big thank you to the people who have just recently joined, because we've had a few more people join us on Patreon and help us out. So thank you very much.
Yes, and also merchandise. It looks good. It feels good. It's good. You get a discount. We love you. Merchandise.
We love you so much.
And thanks so much to our sponsor, Minstrel, who make premium quality accessories for the D&D TTRPG world. I just put it here in front. You can see this virtuoso dice case where you can roll your dice, you can store your miniatures, you can have your pencils and pens and quills, but they also have Italian leather dice bags. They have all sorts of beautiful quality products on their site. If you use the code Dice Legends, you get a ridiculous 25% discount. Thank you, Minstrel.
Ooh.
And also, is that me? Okay. Yeah.
He can't see anything.
I can't say anything right now, but hey, there's 3 letters in the alphabet that you need to know. It's B, D, and D. Yeah, that's right. B, D, and D, and it's our friends. Honestly, if you would like to reach out, they would have everything from that you can actually set your world of D&D and then make it come to life, from paints to cards, the magic of the gathering cards, board games galore, dices as well. So check them out for B, D, and D.
Well done. And now, if you are looking for some more dice to your collection or wanting to have some new dice because you don't have any dice, well, go and check out D20 Collective. Now, October is almost up, so their October dice are running out the door soon. Give them a good look, especially the Remora's Eye. Keep your eye on that one. And if you want a discount, then just put in Kiwi Legends into the voucher code, and we got your back. So check them out at D20 Collective. We love you. Thank yous.
Thank you.
And more thank yous due to World Anvil, another one of our incredible sponsors. They are your ultimate online tool for world building. If you are an author, if you are a DM, or you just like building worlds and keeping all that information in a concise, easy to use world building tool, then you'd be a huge fan of World Anvil. They have all kinds of article linking tools and features. They have interactive maps that you can make. You can make player handouts to divvy out to your players if you are running a TTRPG. We heartily recommend you check them out. They're amazing. Vahid and I both use it. World Anvil.
Beautiful. Okay. Now, the last thing we need to talk about before we actually get into the episode is our trick or treat dynamic.
Ooh.
Now,
What is
Jason,
this?
can you put the tricks and treats up on the screen for us, please? I don't know which order they're in.
I hope they're
So we had the treats. What do you got up first? Treats. You'll see that up to 150. The donations that come today are going to the Red Cross because, as we're aware, there are some humanitarian needs in the world in which we live today. So all of the treats that come in today give to our players, but also all the money raised goes to the Red Cross. And the good news is that we have maxed that out already. Already. Thanks to the generosity of everyone, you'll see that the treats, I foolishly put the ceiling at 150, and we're on 2-something or other already.
Oh my God.
250, so thank you very much. So we've unlocked all the treats. I'll talk about those in a second.
Thank you.
Let's talk about tricks. Tricks. We've unlocked that we're up to 12 tricks. So here they are. You ready?
Yes.
First of all, one character grows a luscious beard.
Oh my god.
Let's
In
see
real
which-
life?
No, in the game.
Wait, hold on. When does this happen? Does this happen right away or?
It's gonna happen the moment the game starts.
Wow,
So
okay.
do you want me to just do it when the game starts, maybe?
Yeah, I wanna
Okay.
I wanna. Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about the other.
Play that, yeah.
Okay, we'll get into that in a second then. In terms of the treats, I'm all over the place, guys.
That's okay.
You
I'm
didn't expect the treats to go that quickly, huh?
Yeah.
The treats? Tell us about the treats.
I'm not. I'm going back to the tricks.
Okay,
Oh,
tell us about the
If,
tricks.
to get more tricks, all you need to do is sub.
Oh.
We're up to 12.
Whoa.
The next one, 15. Every thing a character touches into gold. We get up to 20. 2 characters, do a body swap. You have to swap characters.
Oh my god. We don't have to swap costumes, right?
No, you just have to
God, no,
give each other
please.
It's
characters.
got to be sweetie, right?
If we get 25, the other 2
sweet.
have to body swap.
Whoa.
If we get up to 30, it's hello dragon.
No.
And if we get up to 50, it's hello beholder.
No.
What, we say hello
We
to
don't
one?
need that many.
We just say hello and we dip.
Oh my god.
Yeah, all right, so that's what's going on right now. DeHolio's just giving us another one. That's great, thank you very much. All right.
Thank you.
Oh, hey, thanks very much. I think that we've covered
scared.
If you want to find out the what the redeems are, you'll see in this chat. There's a link that will take you to our Patreon page, which has it all listed.
Set.
Are we ready to get into it?
Yeah.
Okay, roll the titles.
Oh.
before we get into the episode, there's something I need to tell you. Mon has already eaten almost all of her chocolate.
I think we're gonna redeem so far. And I am real sweet too.
You're
My
just,
teeth are breaking.
part of
you're
the
just a
character.
sweetie.
Oh, good one.
Let's talk about the tricks, shall we?
Boy.
First of all,
Uh-oh.
Oh.
as you are, the four of you, in a cart, with rain pelting down, traveling between Granite Hold and Thunder Vale. The cart ricketing in front. There weren't very many carts that could be found because of the civil unrest that has happened in Granite Hold. The one cart that could be found has emergency food supplies of turnips.
Lucky.
And the cart driver is a man by the name of Mr. P.
Mr. P.
Mr. P.
Oh,
And he's driving the cart.
oh, it's this guy.
A pothole. The already wobbly cart starts wibble-wobbling even more.
Wezley says, "What do our taxes go to? I mean, come on."
I don't pay taxes.
Yeah, neither do I.
Oh.
I was making a commoner joke.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
And P says to you,
Sorry, need repair.
and starts leading the cart off down a slide road going down into a valley. And in the valley below, the warm lights of a village twinkling in windows is in front of you. Mist rolls in. A spooky wookie mist. And as it touches Reef,
Oh. Oh, God.
a voluminous, luscious beard appears upon her face.
I was hoping it would be you.
Oh.
Player.
I feel like quite warm all of a sudden.
Oh,
Like a little bit itchy.
Rip, did you
Yes.
fall somewhere?
That would be the beard that's growing on your face.
What?
You've got a beard.
What? No.
Yes,
Are you a
no.
magic spellcaster now?
No. Reef quickly looks for any kind of like body of water that she can see so she can look at her reflection.
No body of water, you're going down. But there's some puddles on the ground from recent rain.
She looks in the nearest puddle. Oh my God. This is one of those times where Reef has always felt really confused. And like a lot of people have mistaken her for a guy before, and I think that's kind of a sore point for her. And so her like growing a beard is like quite like confronting. She's like, I don't. Who did this? Who did this?
Wait,
That is not very funny, Ātukaan. Why would you do that?
Ātukaan this whole time has just been looking at Reef, and he's like something, I don't know, like little butterflies start floating as he sees Reef in this form with a beautiful beard, and Ātukaan goes, "That is a really impressive beard."
It was you, wasn't it?
I did not know. No, I could not have done such thing as majestic as that. That is. How did you? Did you mind?
So we'll get it off. I think I've been poisoned. Where's Rex? Rex!
It's like looking into a mirror.
Oh God, I'm on me sick. Someone get it off me. I think I've got a monster.
yeah, hold on, and then Wezley kind of looks at Mihan, and he's like, the only person he could think that could have possibly done this is Mihan.
Mihan is chuckling in the corner. I wish I can take credit for this, but this is amusing. I did not do this. I promise.
I agree. It seems magical in nature, but I'm sorry, this isn't me. You seem.
Reef grabs her her magic sword and just starts trying to cut it off.
Okay, you start cutting, and as you cut, it just kind of grows back to its full, luscious dwarven level.
What color is it?
Ginger.
Oh.
I'm so confused. I'm not even ginger on the head. I feel like this belongs to somebody. Wait, Mr. P, where's that man? Is he ginger?
No, he's not ginger.
It's not him.
Look, I don't think you know this about the male body, but, you know, even some of my beard hair goes through ginger. If I ever deign to grow it, which I don't.
I think you would look really good, Wezley, with the beard.
You have it.
I don't have it, and I don't want it, and I don't know how to make you not have it.
Can Ātukaan detect evil?
Okay. Yes, you have an ability which allows you to look for sources of evil, right?
Yes. Like Ātukaan just wants to kind of almost tweaked by what have touched Reef's face, and just wants to kind of inspect to see if there's anything else that maybe.
The only thing that possibly springs to mind is there is an old graveyard on the side of the road that you are passing. Dwarven names inscribed in dwarvish runes upon it. P keeps going down.
No, I can't do this. I feel like I'm gonna vomit. Too many things are changing at once. I don't.
Well, I think we'll be coming to a stop very soon, and we can get somewhere private. And
Can you just, like, I feel embarrassed. Can you just do the thing where you, like, make me look like myself?
it doesn't work like that.
Could your magic sucks, Wezley.
Look, I can remove, say, mud from a blouse. I can remove blood from boots. But I can't remove whatever this is. Like, that level of magic, you need some sort of counter-hexing or counter-magic. It's not exactly my forte.
All I can do is this, and then Mihan just waves her hand over Reef, and a cardboard box appears over her head, and it's just a minor illusion of one. There, is that better?
What is it? What can you say?
Yeah, so
It's still you.
it will do.
What is it? What's
It's still your face, but with a beard still attached. Nothing happened.
Except for the cardboard box that I put there.
Oh yeah, and there's a cardboard box above it, but you still look like a minor dwarf.
Right.
Quick off the mark today,
I'm gonna. Reef just cuts little eye holes in her cardboard box. Just hurry up and someone find me a way to get. rid of
Probably
the
with that the illusion dissipates, because if you once you touch it, it goes.
Sorry.
So
Thanks for trying.
Look,
That's okay.
I'm just saying, let's get to somewhere, and we'll get inside, we'll get somewhere nice and safe, and then we can.
Okay.
Ahead of you, you've gone down the hill into this valley. Mist, thick mist, covering the ground.
Merry thick mist.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
It is it's a dark, shadowy village.
Oh.
Mud splashes beneath the wheels of the cart as you enter. There is a solitary tavern in the midst of it. No one is visible on the streets. But some kind of lingering tricks in the air do a couple of things. Thanks to the generosity of our audience. First of all, I don't know how we can possibly just work this into the story. Anyway, Ātukaan, maybe it's the same mysterious thing. Your hands become adhesive for the next 15 minutes.
What?
Reef,
Hey. Oh god. What?
you must also quote song lyrics in your conversation for the next 15 minutes.
Right.
Wezley is completely overcome by overconfidence, unbridled overconfidence for the next 15 minutes.
Interesting.
Mihan,
oh god,
you have to speak in rhyme
Aw.
for the next 15 minutes.
my weakness.
And I start the timer now.
Oh boy.
Thank you, everyone. And
There's an end?
We'll do that first. We'll get that first before we move on to the next level.
Oh boy.
And you've entered this small town, small village. What are you doing?
You said, did you say we were coming up to a tavern?
There's one tavern. Yep. Sorry.
And P is driving us there. Is
Yeah.
he?
Yes.
And Wezley says, "Oh look, just over here." And then he sits next to P and takes the reins off him and like lashes the horses into movement. Can you believe I've never done this before?
Oh my God. You did it again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let the beat drop. What's going on? And so, what's going on? And so I cry sometimes when I'm lying in bed.
Ātukaan guy turns to Mihan and goes, "What's happening to her?" And then, what the?
Get your hand off my back before I
I'm
will
so sorry.
give you an attack.
I'm so sorry. Oh wow, that's really stuck.
Help.
So sorry.
Do not destroy the cart. That is not a form of art. What is?
I'm so confused.
Wesley's lashing the horses.
And you need to make a land vehicles check
Of course.
because it's got a wobbly wheel.
Okay,
Oh
great.
boy.
That is easy. Which one of my
boy.
many?
With of your many skills.
Yes.
You're not proficient in it.
You don't know that.
I don't know that. You're exactly right. Let's use dexterity modifier.
I think it would be intelligent.
I think it's going to be dexterity.
Okay. 17.
Oh.
Or 19.
Oh.
Yeah. Where you going, buddy?
Wesley's just like, okay, tavern's there. There looks like a good parking spot here. He goes whoosh, and he biases the horses towards that space in a way that Truby can't describe, but Wezley knows.
Wonderful. And yeah, like most taverns, there is a stable attached to it. Yes, so if that's where you're going, then that's where you are. Where are you going?
He takes a step off and then he puts his hand out to his sister. He's like, okay, come on.
Fine. Reef instantly looks for like the nearest mirror. Like a window that
There's
she
a
can-
window in the tavern, yes.
Yeah, she runs to it. Who's that girl I see? Staring straight back at me.
Wesley says, don't let this thing get into your head, and then he smashes the mirror by punching it.
Sash, that's the window to the to the tavern.
Yes.
Smash.
Yes.
There's a shriek of a cry of fear inside the tavern.
Hello, sorry.
Wesley, be careful. That scream was an earful.
Yeah, sorry.
Get it there.
I'm gonna pick the bits of glass out of my fist. No, it's fine. Okay.
P just kind of gets off, dismounts, and
All right. Hello. Yes, P. Right, come on. Into the tavern. We're going.
Ātukaan.
Ātukaan goes to push through the door and then also just goes with the door as he like realizes he's like now stuck to the door. Come on in, everybody. The door's open.
Yeah, are you going to?
Yeah.
Can he take his hands off?
With much effort, but eventually. Yes.
What's wrong with his fingers? I feel it in my toes.
What?
I feel sick.
Yeah, you kind of speaking, and I've got to say, those lines sound very reminiscent of a bard that I used to hear back in the day. You know?
It sounds wonderful. You could keep singing if you want.
This is the start of something new. I can't.
It's all right. She's overcome. Don't worry.
It feels so right.
Look, I will see to this. I will remove every curse that's possibly on you, and maybe you two as well. Hey, look, barkeep.
A woman in her 60s approaches you, gives you an apprising look, briefly looks at your other companions, but seems to know that you're the person to talk to, Wezley. She approaches you. The tavern has like 3 other people in it. A fire is roaring, casting warmth. It has a quiet, somber mood in the tavern. She comes up to you and says, "Welcome. My name is Lysandra. Welcome to our tavern.
Yes, thank you. It's the only one we saw. But we would like to use some rooms here. I presume you have some vacancies?
Yes, we have vacancies.
Excellent.
Yes.
Well, here you go. And Wezley produces some coin. He says, a bit sad in here, isn't it? Can't we liven this place up?
She says, you come upon our village on a sad day. The blacksmith of our small community died suddenly. He's a pillar of our community, and we've just laid him to rest just this afternoon. So we're all feeling a little bit somber.
Ātukaan kind of sincerely looks at this kind stranger that has just told us this really heartfelt story. That my condolences, and on behalf of Muketi, may the light to be upon you and your family, and especially in this place of grieving.
He says, thank you. So I'm forgetting my manners. Where are you from? It's nice to have you here.
Hello from the other side. Oh, sorry.
This is my sister Reef. I am Lord Wezley, both known here. And my sister seems to be out of sorts.
Turn around.
Okay, yeah. This is Mihan.
She's laughing away.
Shut up, just shut up.
I am feeling all aflutter. Mrs., do you have some butter?
I can bring you something to eat, of course. Straight
That
away.
would be nice.
Good thinking,
Pair
Mihan.
it with rice.
Exactly, yes. My associate is right. We would need some food, yes.
Okay.
Nice, that was really good. I would high five you for your hospitality, but I'm afraid I might be stuck to you more than you'd like me to.
She looks confused. Okay, I'll bring you some butter, bread, and rice, please.
You know what? Let me do it. And then Wezley will go out to where he presumes the kitchen is, and we'll prepare everyone a meal.
Wonderful. Okay. Wezley possibly doesn't even know how to boil water.
Knowing that, Reef goes with him to make sure he doesn't die while trying to cut some stuff. Yeah.
Excellent. Now, one thing I should mention is thanks to the generosity, you all have double inspiration for this game.
Double-sided.
Double-sided inspiration.
Double-sided.
Wezley, you go into the kitchen and Lysandra's son, maybe, is there, has got some plates out and had heard something about butter and is putting some butter on a plate.
Yeah, great. Wezley will find what's on the menu. Is dinner served or does it need to be cooked?
He looks at you and kind of bows to you. Good evening, Lord. We just have simple fare. We've got some stew and some bread. It was fresh this morning. It's a bit stale for you, my lord, but
It's all right. I will bake us some more, and then he will assemble the ingredients that he assumes goes into bread. He's like, yes, I believe it's 10. Yeast is something like that. I'll do it, and
You'll
then
do
he'll like try and assemble the ingredients for bread.
Okay, excellent. I want you to make a cooking skill at disadvantage because you've never cooked in your life.
Okay, come on, 2 20s. Do I add anything?
You're intelligent.
Oh, so I can use my smart. 13. 13?
13!
Hey.
You've been
Confidence
through
is
the
key.
kitchens
Yes.
in your castle before.
I've seen them before.
Yes!
And I've got alchemical knowledge. I know that. I know what yeast is in theory.
Yeast plus sugar equals
Equals.
carbon dioxide.
Yeah.
And Yeah.
And he mixes it with flour, and then he's like, oh yeah, I think they roll it out and they knead it, and then he kind of sits it there, and he's like, I think this needs to sit for a period of time. Look at that.
They see me rolling. They're hating.
Oh no, you're really not doing that well.
It was sick.
Meanwhile, in the tavern itself, what are Ātukaan and Mihan doing?
Mihan is trying to stay as far away from Ātukaan's hands after she sees that patches of her dress at the back have been peeled off because of his hands, and she sees bits of it stuck to Ātukaan's hand.
Yeah, Ātukaan's been trying to pick at it, but as he's picking at it, he's also and everything he rests his hands on, he's just fighting with himself at the moment. He looks like that dude at the corner of the bar that's just being really weird. I'm so sorry. I don't know. Can someone give me a hand? Because can anybody?
I do not want to give you a hand. Instead, I want to hit you with a rubber band. She gets one up.
You're so evil.
And Mihan wants to look around to the other patrons in the room and just see how upsetting, who's the most upset, who's not super upset about the death recently, if there's anyone who's being like, oh, I'm glad this guy died.
Okay. Lysandra has gone over to talk to a woman who's sitting next to the fire. And they're talking in hushed whispers. The others are a couple, a dwarven couple who are sitting quietly eating their meal. That's they kind of look at you, but then go back to their quiet conversation. That's all that's happening.
I want to pretend like I'm inspecting the place, just admiring the decor, but also trying to eavesdrop to the ladies at the fireplace.
All right, make that perception roll then.
Beep, beep, beep. Maybe. Ooh, 9 + 1 is a 10.
Okay. As you come closer, they bottle up, and Lysandra walks away.
I am sorry. I did not mean to intrude. I realize now that is very rude. And she looks away. She touches her brain. She touches her tongue. She's trying to see if there's any dust or there, or some magical component that's gotten to her tongue. Just scratch it. This itch to rhyme. No. This is not the time.
So, the bread making process is a process that takes a little.
Yeah, Wezley's kind of just looking at the dough. It's like, this does take a while, doesn't it?
Yeah. 3 hours, my lord, from beginning to end.
Oh, well, smarty pants. Make it yourself next time.
Unless you want to do flatbread, my lord.
Yeah. Look, I can't believe I did this. He kind of just puts it aside. He's like, look, we need to get you upstairs or something away. There is something. I don't think it's just you either. I think the other two are a little bit.
Yeah. What the hell? I don't know what's happening. I don't feel like myself.
Okay. We'll just look. I'm gonna get you upstairs, and then he comes back upstairs, and he's just like, the room.
She hands you as many keys as you want. A bell tolls in the background, behind. A bell tower. The bell chimes. And your beard.
It's 1 o'clock.
Your beard just kind of falls off. Oh. And the compulsion of overconfidence, of
speaking in rhyme
ends. The adhesive nature of your hands stops.
Is my beard gone?
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel normal.
My tongue is not itchy anymore. Oh.
My hands are not sticky anymore.
I actually feel worse.
You've done a lot of hard labor. I don't think you've ever done hard labor in your life.
Yes, I am surprised that you did that.
I feel great.
You lift, well, not really. You tried?
Like a common labourer.
What the heck? You must have been ill. Something's going on. We're in the wrong place. I feel bad. I feel nervous about this place.
Evil is amongst us. I can feel it.
Evil?
Something that shouldn't be here.
Oh, I was staring at this werewolf.
Okay. Wezley says team huddle, and then he like sits down at the table and he looks directly at Mihan and he's like, "What are we thinking here? Curse?
A curse or a trickster of some sort.
Oh.
Do you think we're being tailed by someone? Maybe from the Vordunes?
I don't know. I'm thinking, what if it was an entity of mischief or fairies? Sometimes they will trick some people.
Wezley he's like, the Vordune, I don't know, this seems somewhat capricious in nature, and the Vordune are a bit more stabby, you know?
It reminds me of the first time we got together and we all got tricked, we got handcuffed, and a witch followed us around the whole time.
Oh, yes.
I'm just a bit worried that maybe we might have walked into something we weren't supposed to walk into, and maybe it could be a cue for all of us to maybe leave. I don't know.
Yes.
We've got to remember why we were here in the first place. And Reef is thinking about it while Monique has absolutely no idea what we're doing in this town.
All we need to do, we just need that wheel fixed, and then we can...
Oh, right,
Yes.
of course.
If we help that Mr. P boy, then maybe we can get out of here sooner and we don't have to stay here any longer. I do not like the itching on my tongue earlier. And Wezley, you were just deluded.
Wait,
More than open.
Mr. Peaboy wasn't even fixing the wheel. He's in the bloody kitchen making bread with you. Right. We need to do it ourselves.
Okay, well, yes. Well, you can... Wezley kind of looks at Riff, then he looks at Mihan, and he's like, Ātukaan, you fixed many wagons in your life?
I do know my way around a wagon, yes.
Okay, well, good.
I can go, and as Ātukaan makes his way over to kind of, he would be quite, as being a soldier, he would come across a wagon or two in his
You've
lifetime.
definitely seen wagons, for sure.
And he would have fixed it.
Also
You've
say
seen one.
cars, and I don't.
And so Ātukaan gets but he's also quite alert, like he's kind of looking around almost instinctively.
I
to
bet
see,
you are.
whether there is something or someone just kind of looking at them from anywhere.
Love it. Okay. I would like all of you to give me 3 perception rolls that I can look at whenever I want to.
Just in this phase,
1, 12, and 9.
Wezley would like to ritualistically cast detect magic. So he's just on the table in front of him. He's just got a piece of chalk and he starts drawing on it, and he starts drawing all the sigils and shapes, and he starts chanting as he casts detect magic because he wants to get an idea of what's at foot.
Okay, thank you.
What do you need?
What do the rest of you guys get for your perception?
I got 18,
No, just roll.
17, 4.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
4, 7, and 14.
Thank you.
18, 10, 6.
All right. While Wezley is ritualistically casting detect magic, Ātukaan goes out to the stables. What are Mihan and Reef doing?
Reef is quite taken aback by what Wezley's doing and is just asking, you know how we had that talk, Wez, and we're open and honest with each other. Can you just let me know what you're doing? She's deathly scared that he's doing dark magic.
Nothing like that, sister of mine. This is just a pure... Think about it as gazing into the navel of the universe. Does that help?
Enter like someone's belly button.
Yeah, I guess that is what I just said. Wezley's like, not bringing anyone back from the dead. That's what you're worried about. And he's just there. I just want to know what the nature is of whatever's afoot. And this will hopefully give us some clues, or maybe a direction, or a... Don't worry. No blood, no bone.
Thanks, Wezley. Thank you.
Mihan, what are you doing?
Mihan is watching this as well. She's learning from it because she doesn't recognize what this ritual is. So she's taking note.
While Mihan, Wezley, and Reef are inside, Ātukaan ventures to the stables alone. You know what I'm saying?
Secret code.
Ātukaan.
The secret messages between DM and tech.
Can only mean one thing.
You walk outside.
Yes.
It is
What?
pale moonlight as the wispy clouds. In the distance, thunder peals.
I'm sorry, the budget here.
And the horses are unsettled. They are neighing and moving nervously in their stalls. The cart is there with one of its wheels askew. There's a crack on the axle. What are you doing, buddy?
Ātukaan walking from around, not really, nonchalantly. This is just another routine check for Ātukaan as he comes around and he sees the wheel and he kind of almost goes into autopilot on how he can fix this wheel. But instantly, as he kind of sensed that the horses had sent something, he also, his kind of instincts, his natural instincts spring into alertness. And he starts kind of really looking around his surroundings and seeing if he's walking into something.
You look around, you don't see anything suspicious at all.
Ātukaan goes to still put his hand on his sword as he kind of approaches the wheel. And he just wants to look into the stables and just kind of see if he can see if there's anything or any whatever's disturbing or spooking the horses. He just wants to kind of peer over and have a look.
The horses themselves, they don't look physically harmed. But they look over at you, turning their heads so that they can look at you as you approach. They're stamping their feet.
As Ātukaan is approaching the wheel, is there kind of like doors along the way?
Yeah, there are 4 stalls for the horses, and each stall has a door which keeps the horses in. And then there's the common area where the horses can be bridled and saddled and where there's hay. And then there's the large double doors on the outs of that, which leads into the courtyard.
Ātukaan draws his sword, and as he goes down each door, he just wants to kind of use the tip of his sword to just kind of see if can he open the door, just to have a look inside as he goes down from one side to the other.
It seems colder. The temperature seems to be dropping outside. It is getting later at night. We check. The first one, nothing. Second one, nothing. Third one, nothing. Fourth one, bark, bark, bark!
Ātukaan just instinctively just moves his head backwards as if just to protect that part as his sword is still kind of at that door.
Brex has made his spot for the evening in the 4th stall.
Instantly, Ātukaan, Brex! Hey, boy! How did you get in here? Wait, you were with the queen. What happened to the queen?
Brex is looking behind you.
And Ātukaan doesn't really. Can Ātukaan see that his attention?
Yeah, you can see Brex is not looking at you.
Yep.
And the hackles on the back of both of Brex's necks extend as he growls towards the open double door behind you.
Ātukaan instantly detects exactly what Brex is pointing to and kind of follows Brex's gaze behind him and goes, "What do you see, boy?" And then kind of also gets up as well with the sword still in hand and kind of heads towards where Brix was kind of looking.
You head towards where Brix. You don't see anything, except when you get to the threshold of the doorway, of the double door, there are some footprints that pass the doorway, that go like, walk right past, not shod, bare feet, wet footprints that have clearly walked past very recently, past the doorway, heading away from the street, past and into the courtyard of the tavern.
Ātukaan, as seeing these footprints, is now on high alert, and he's wondering who or what has just come into the stables, and he just kind of, without looking back at Brix, and he just says, "Stay here, boy," and then kind of follows the footsteps and wants to go directly where.
You want to start following the footsteps.
Yes.
We're going to leave you, sir, for a moment and come back into the room.
Oh.
Can I have the mouse for a second, please?
Oh. How's it going, Wezley?
Okay. Just and Wezley is referencing against his wizard's book, and as he does so, he kind of spies the freshly traced runes and symbols from the spells that he recently came into possession of when Ātukaan found a scroll-like binder. But he casts his gaze away from that for the moment because he's just trying to cast detect magic.
Okay.
And he says that should be it.
Can you sense anything?
And then Wezley kind of like lets his vision go double, and as he hears his sister's question, but he just lets it kind of like her question like float around him for the moment as his focus, like as he focuses in on the spell. And the table glows.
Yeah, wow.
And he tries to get a sense of the school of magic, if there is magic here, which he presumes there is, but is it even, yeah.
Okay. With the second sight, this detecting a magical sight, in your immediate vicinity, within 30 feet of you, the only thing that appears magical are some potions which are hanging from a cord beneath the cloak of the woman who is sitting next to the fire.
Whew.
Other than that, in the 30-foot radius, the only other things are reefs,
Our magic items.
your magic items.
Mm-hmm.
It lasts for 10 minutes, though.
Wezley, while he didn't get the answer he was looking for, he did discover something interesting. Because it's not, Wezley doesn't consider it very ordinary for someone to be carrying potions on them. So that makes this person at least worthy of questioning. Yeah. So as Wezley focuses back in on his sister's question, Wezley, his eyes going to dart over to the woman by the fire.
By the fire?
Yeah.
Well, she's clearly changed her seat position,
Yeah.
so she can kind of observe you surreptitiously. With your head quickly moving over to her, you catch her moving her head back towards the fire, but she was definitely watching.
Checking me out.
She was checking you out.
And then after that exchange, Wezley kind of shrugs and he moves over to beside her at the fireplace.
Okay. Thank you. I want to hear what what Reef and Mihan are doing during this.
Reef is going to go into just a very subtle stealth mode, hood up, kind of putting herself in a sloped position where she could almost look like a chair if she wanted to. She's kind of got her knees jutted out, and she kind of she just moves, and she just slowly moves, but she's just going to be like right behind Wezley as he's checking out this lady, very inconspicuously.
Okay. There's dim light in here. You're a master of disguise with your fancy schmancy cloak.
And I've been adding stuff to it as well.
Okay.
And because I've got a disguise tool, so sometimes I just add little bits of wood, so my whole thing I just look
Right.
like
Why don't
wood.
you make a stealth roll?
God, I'm so nervous to roll these days. I think that I'm doing
You're gonna
it
break the
myself.
curse.
There you go.
Well, that's still a 19.
Oh wow.
Okay, and you're now
Great, right?
you're now perfectly positioned, like a chair,
Yeah.
maybe with some
Almost
kind
like
of.
Wezley could turn around and sit back on me kind of vibe. Yeah.
Mihan, what is Mihan doing?
Well, when Mihan notices Wezley is eyeing up the woman by the fireplace, she wants to have through her awakened mind, she kind of mutters into his head like, "Oh, be careful. She has had some hushed words with Lysandra earlier. I think she knew the deceased."
Wezley nods. He knows that Mihan's probably. He doesn't look back at her, but he nods as if to understand what she's saying.
Yeah. And then after that, I think Mihan will watch the interaction from afar, while looking like she's minding her own business, but really she's just on guard to see if Wezley thinks that there's something suspicious about this woman, then she's ready and alert for if anything's gonna pop out or who knows.
Okay, excellent. All right, I've got your perception rolls. I know that you're alert, so I will use it as we need it. Ātukaan,
Oh yeah.
you want to start following these wet footprints.
Yes.
Make a survival roll. Can you see with that?
12. Plus.
Plus.
I'm quite good at survival.
Plus one.
+1.
Quite pretty good.
Real good. So good.
So good for my one.
Oh.
Following the footprints, they leave underneath the eaves of the stable and into the courtyard in a direction towards the back of the tavern. The moment they leave the eaves, of course, it's impossible to follow them because of the rain. But in a window at the very end of the tavern, there's a light glowing in one of the windows. Not a normal light, though. When people have candles or lanterns or fireplaces, the light flickers and has that warm quality to it. This doesn't have flickering at all, but it's moving slightly. There's slight movement in the where the light is, and it's a more baleful color, like a bluey green almost, just slightly glowing.
Ātukaan, with his sword pointed straight ahead, kind of tilts his sword towards where the light is, and is now focused on this glowing orb, I guess, floating.
No, it's inside, behind the window,
Yep.
in the far window of the tavern. The light is just shining from out of the window. Yeah.
And so Ātukaan's going to make his way towards it, almost curious now to see why that light isn't behaving as like a flickering light would. And so yeah, he's just going to walk straight towards that end of the tavern.
Yeah, good. You get up to where the window is. Yeah.
And is there a door nearby that he could?
Well,
enter
taverns usually have back doors and front doors to the kitchen. but the window that light is coming from is right next to you.
Ātukaan wants to investigate now to kind of make his way to see where the source of this light could be.
Have you looked in the window yet?
I will now.
You look in the window. There's a woman in there. She's walking, she's looking around. She has an otherworldly air in that you can see through her. An elf. You don't get to see many more details than she's got a robe on and no hair. Before she sees you and at you and sprints. Poof, sprints away. Poof, through one of the walls. Poof, towards the front of the tavern. Meanwhile, back in the tavern. Back in the tavern, the woman in front of the fireplace stands up and says, "Lysandra, I'm off for the night." Lysandra says, "Okay, dear. See you, Eloine." And she walks past you.
Wezley, as this person brushes by Wezley, he said, "I thought I might avail upon your expertise."
I do tease. Yes, it's true.
Wezley's like,
And other infusions. I'm going home though.
It will only truly take a second.
Okay.
Is there something strange going on to your reckoning?
No, everything's fine.
And then
I mean, it's a sad day, of course.
When she says everything's fine, do I buy that?
Make an insight roll. The three of you that are in the room can all make insight rolls if you wish.
Natural 20.
Oh,
Yeah, let's go, Medusa.
7.
Even a 7 is good enough to tell that she's lying. Mihan. She's scared.
Awakened mind. She's scared.
And then as soon as Mihan, Wezley gets that from Mihan, like Wezley flicks a look at Reef and then looks back at this person and then says, well, safe travels home. It looks terrible out there.
And she kind of does a fake, a half smile. Smiles with her lips, but not with her eyes. And says, "Good evening to you all. Safe travels home tomorrow." And leaves the front door. Goes out. The sound of the rain. All of you in the room can't help but notice. Actually, let's go to Ātukaan first.
Oh, okay.
Ātukaan. This woman has this ephemeral woman has sprinted away from you. What are you doing?
Ātukaan almost like flinches instinctively, seeing this. Is she just apparition just vanish?
She sees you go, went and then ran away from you through a wall, out of sight, running back towards the front of the tavern, but through the walls.
Nice. And Ātukaan wants to almost follow follow that direction in which the apparition kind of went through, and kind of instinctively thinks, oh, it's heading towards the other three. So he kind of just wants to now hasten, forgetting why he came out to the stables in the first place, and now running towards where these three are.
Okay, you run through the courtyard, heading toward it, and you can see that in the rooms, this woman, ephemeral woman, goes through rooms. The windows glow blue, green as it goes. She goes from room to room as you walk through. Guys, in the room that you're in, you cannot help but notice a shadowy figure of a woman, bald-haired, run straight through, out into the road beyond.
As she moves through the room, like Wezley looks at the glyphs on the table in the tavern. Do they react to this in any way?
I don't know if this counts in the same way.
Gotcha. Wezley goes, oh my gosh.
Was that what I think it is?
She has to be careful.
I reckon she's the one who caused my beard. And then Reef runs after her.
You dislodge yourself from being a fake chair.
Yeah, real quick.
What?
Run.
And you start running. Wezley?
Wezley will kind of. Which way is it? Sorry.
She's running straight through the room.
Yeah.
Out into the front to the street and the little town square area.
Yeah.
That you had come in from.
Yeah. Wezley thinks Reef is at least 90% right. So he comes out the door.
Okay, Mihan.
Mihan says, wait up, and then she runs after her, not because she wants to chase after the being, but more because she wants to bring everyone back. Like, wait, we don't know what this danger is.
Okay.
So she's trying to run and keep up.
Okay. So I'm going to super fast set up a scene. Okay. All right. Ātukaan, run out from there. I'm not going to bother putting the door in. I'm not going to populate the room that you've just left. You guys put a couple more on the edges, a couple more houses with doors, please. Yep, go for it.
Nice.
Here's some doors. Oh, don't forget the extras. Are we making?
I never know.
I don't know. I'm just putting stuff on.
You're just putting stuff on, which I will move.
Okay, great.
Okay, because it needs to be open. That looks fine. That looks fine. I'm just moving things.
Good.
All right, great. I vetoed this. Okay, wonderful. So here's Ātukaan. Can you all see?
Yes.
So the scene here. I'll put this notice board on the other side so it doesn't block the way. So we have. You may not be able to see. I'll lift the well. There's a ghostly figure running, who's just run straight through the room. There's Ātukaan in pursuit, and the rest of you are just getting ready to leave the tavern. The woman, Elwyn, screams, blood-curdling scream, and runs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, runs. The ghostly figure, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, runs up to it. Reef.
Yeah. Okay, Reef is gonna double dash.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay.
She catches up. Oh, she actually has no idea what she's gonna do, but she uses her magical dagger and she just goes for gold. She's like, I don't know if this is gonna work, but she just tries to slash with her
Roll.
magical dagger.
Go.
Nice. You've got double this.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna use my inspiration. Woo! What is going on? Okay, it was a 7 plus 6.
13.
13.
No, sorry.
Yeah, no, fair cool.
Just
Wezley.
Straight through her.
Wezley comes out into the doorway and he sees his sister, like, tangling with what in his mind is a ghost.
it is.
And so he And just knowing that there's all kinds of malign stuff going on there, he tries to toll the dead on this thing.
Okay.
Come on, baby.
No.
And Wezley goes wide as it kind of, just a bell appears here and goes dong.
But we're gonna go back in time slightly.
Okay.
13 hit. 13 did hit.
It did hit?
You hit.
Oh.
Wow,
yes.
okay.
Right. Sister of mine. Oh!
8, 9, 10, 11 points of damage.
Ooh.
A strange thing happens. A benediction from the generous people in chat. For the rest of the game, you all do maximum damage on every single attack.
No way. What?
Yeah,
Ghostbusters now?
So you just do maximum damage.
So every time we just roll
You just
max
tell you
damage.
don't even bother rolling. Just say max damage. Thank you to the generosity.
Oh my god.
Yay!
God,
Bring on
damn.
the Taran.
Kill her. I can't tell if that's good or she's just so powerful.
You're gonna need maximum damage.
Yeah.
Part of her ephemeral form rips from your dagger. Mihan.
Mihan skedaddles past Wezley, and she sees this ghostly figures, and she's sick of ghostly figures and things that look evil like that. So she looks right at it, and her eyes go wide. And she wants to try and speak to this thing through dissonant whispers.
Okay.
And that's wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. Here we go. I roll a 20.
Yeah!
And now Mihan's just standing there looking like a hag talking to herself.
Ātukaan.
Ātukaan would have matched, seeing like just pretty much following the speed of the apparition, and also almost like meeting Reef along the way as well as he gets up to it. But Ātukaan at first wanted to attack it, but now kind of is looking at it, and it sees it's almost like a human form, and kind of almost in his mind is like, I wonder what's up with it.
Yeah,
And
sure.
almost wants the Ātukaan, I think, in his history of dealing with the benign and the spiritual, kind of almost thinks it's a spirit that either is lost or kind of like trying to find its way, and almost wants to know if it has a name, kind of thing. So as he's running, so not to kill it, but to almost get in the way of Reef.
Okay, 6 takes you to there. You're not quite close enough to do, so that you, that's movement. You doing anything else?
Nope.
You can double move if you want to move any further.
I'll probably just move right up to just the head of Reef, but
Go
almost
ahead,
like...
move yourself. Put yourself where you want to be. Oh, you can't see. Oh, sorry. Let me do. You can't see. Okay.
But he goes to almost tackle, basically, like to see if he can like kind of tackle it so it doesn't...
Tackle the. You double move, so I'm sorry. You don't get to do any attack.
Okay.
But now that you're level 5, you do get to do 2 attacks when you do take the attack action. The ghostly figure. Those that are close, Ātukaan and Reef, you're probably the only ones close enough to see this. She takes off her necklace and goes around Elowin. Around. Natural 20.
Again.
And Elowin goes, and the necklace kind of goes like, it's only ghostly shapes, right? So it goes through her, but it must leave something in there. And she goes, and starts clasping at her throat. And the ghostly figure says, for betrayal. And then runs straight past Ātukaan and Reef, who can both make opportunity attacks if you want.
No, not a hit. Not a hit from Reef. Reef just tries to take a stab, but it just kind of goes straight through her again and doesn't connect.
I'll try to roll again because I lost my other die. 9.
I was right in front of you.
Yeah, you hit. Poor guy, he can't see anything. You hit, which means you do maximum damage.
Yeah, nice.
Thank you.
Which is what? A D8 plus your magical sword plus 4. It's a 12.
Nice.
Well, it is. She is hurt. She is definitely hurt by your magical weapons. Let's see. But she runs straight into this building and out of sight, right? But the room that she has run into glows, so you can still see her form vaguely in the windows. Wezley.
Me? Or Reef?
Oh, yeah, Reef. Sorry, Reef. Thank you.
Yeah. I go straight to this body, to Halloween.
Yep.
And I just check on her. I just check her pulse and check if she's still alive.
Okay, cool. Medicine roll.
Well, that's okay. Here we go. Okay, medicine. What's this? 19.
Okay, she is choking. She is choking to death. There's something lodged in her throat.
Reef just goes straight in with a finger.
Okay.
And tries to
Yeah.
just tries to make her kind of like.
You got a
throw
good
up.
enough roll.
Yeah.
A large jewel comes out.
The heck.
Wezley.
As Wezley sees this house glow, and he sees his sister focus on the woman right here. And then he asks himself, what is important right now? And he says, well, this woman probably has answers, and the ghost is going to get away from him. Wezley isn't interested in the ghost, but more so the woman that's been attacked.
Thank you. Excellent. Thank you. Mihan.
Mihan's interested in the ghost. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She wants to go up to the door and open it to see if
2, 3, 4. Yeah, you can open the
she
door.
can see it.
Yeah, the ghost has backed you and is clearly fleeing. Or running anyway.
Yes, Mihan did not appreciate looking like a silly hag, whispering to herself, so she's gonna Eldritch Blast onto that.
Go for it.
Yeep. 6 plus 6 is 12.
You hit.
Okay.
Yowza.
That's
Maximum damage.
10 plus 4,
Yes, nice.
I believe. Yes, it is.
Oh.
And 10 feet back. Yep.
10 feet back. Push
Trying to
her.
remember what
you
my-
push
Do
her.
you want to?
Oh, no, I don't.
She might
No, I don't.
Oh.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. I'm gonna ask. Can you populate that space for us, please?
Sure can.
And put a couple walls in there for me, please,
Yep.
as well. Ātukaan.
Ātukaan instantly kind of regretted hitting her as she ran past because it was out of instincts he hit, but he ran. He would like to run right past Mihan as if to pursue the ghostly woman.
Yep.
And then almost like to say, yell out, wait! Hey! What are you? And then, just like kind of wants to follow in. And is it really, really hurt?
It has wounds. Let's put a door in there, a back door in there somehow. Here we go. You got one? Great, thanks. Okay. She has, in her ghostly form, there are gashes, definitely. So you can get right up. Your movement gets right up to her. She's running away. You're running behind. You're right behind her.
Hey, listen. I will agree not to chase you if you just stop. I just want to talk.
Okay. That's what you do, and you try some persuasion thing, right? Okay, make a persuasion roll.
Come on, persuasion.
13
On.
Plus 3.
plus 3, 16. Good.
Okay. Look, she's. I'm sorry. She's not. She's not persuaded.
Nope.
And
Not at all. I thought so.
she does a double movement out away from gaze. Ātukaan, if you want to attack, you can.
No, he doesn't. He just kind of almost lets her go, but he's kind of deciding whether to pursue any further or just go back and check up on. So he turns around.
Okay.
Mihan says, you let her go?
I don't think she was wanting to stay.
She was the definition of evil and you just let her go?
I have a feeling it's not the last time we're gonna see her.
Mihan annoyingly agrees. Like, yeah, she'll probably pop up again.
Let's check up on our friend. I hope she's okay.
Elwyn grabs you. I owe you my life. Thank you.
What's your name?
My name's Eloine.
Tell us what you saw. I heard you scream.
Oh, I saw. It was the ghost of Serafina. Serafina.
Could have been.
We're not from here, Halloween. We don't know who this is.
The innkeeper has come to the door. Other people are looking out of windows. And Lysandra, the innkeeper, says, "Come in, come in, come in! Come into the warmth!"
Reef puts her hands underneath Eloine's body and carries her inside.
And when she is safely placed in front of the fireplace for warmth and everything, she says, Serafina was once the lady that overlooked this village. She was
Like a lady of the village.
Some villages have lords. Lord Walthonia, Lady Serafina was in charge.
Aye.
And but she had she did some terrible witchcraft, and so us council members, along with her new husband, had no choice but to put the sentence of death on her, and so she was executed for the dark magic that she was doing in our village.
Wezley kind of looks at the team as he hears this, and he says, "Dark magic? What did she do?"
Yeah, Reef is hoping that it's a big deal because she knows about betrayed lovers. And to think that, like, this Serafina, she's almost like, well, fair one, you know? And so she's really connected to, like, what did she do? Did she take a life?
She was involved in trying to bring back some dark, forbidden magic. I'm a healer. And we found in the keep ingredients, poisonous, vicious, horrible ingredients that would cause undeath. And so we had no choice. We had no choice but to hang her from the trees.
Amongst her items and possessions and those potions that she's working with, were there any signs of black liquid, perhaps, or ancient runes that nobody recognizes?
It was a long time ago.
How long ago?
Well, in truth, it was actually only 3 years ago.
Where's she buried?
She's buried in the cemetery.
Aye.
Wezley was like, good question.
Halloween, she called you a betrayer. Were you part of the people that sentenced her to death?
So, we have a council that has votes on the execution of extreme laws. So, when the lord of the village, when Lord Tenebros came to us, distressed, saying that his new wife was carrying out these magical experiments on the property, he couldn't give the order for her to be executed without the consent of the council. And so the 3 council members, we all voted unanimously for her to swing.
I do not know if I missed this, but can you name the 3 council members? You were one of them?
I'm one of them. I'm the healer of the town, and so my role is because of that, and I have more of an education than many people here. She turns to the innkeeper. Our own Lysandra here is one of the council members, and unfortunately, our other council member was a friend of ours who died, whose funeral was just yesterday. It was just today.
The blacksmith.
Yes, the blacksmith.
Oh, well, I think we know who the next victim might be. And she looks over to Lysandra with her eyes wide.
Face pales.
So it's fair to say that you two might be our next victims, right? In other words, we've got something that we can possibly lure it out.
I'm not going to let myself or my friend, says Lysandra, be a bait in a trap.
Wezley agrees. Not if we can do one better. If we can find the ghost at the source, then we can save from imperiling these two. And Wezley turns back to Reef and he says, it's not a bad idea. Often the earthly remains is an important factor in this, and the place of her burial isn't a bad place to start. Also, the place where she was hanged was also not a bad place.
I have heard through old stories that sometimes you might have to, burn their bones or make sure that none of their remains still exist on this plane. I don't know. I've never seen it happen in real life, but it is worth a try.
Wezley kind of laughs a bit. Okay, Mihan. Let's separate superstition from practice, okay?
It's just what I have grown up with. We had lots of stories like that over in Tide Safe.
The old lady's
What
not
do you
wrong.
know? Do you have any methods? We go to their burial site and then what? We just look at it and pay respects?
Well, you've got a good wee spell on you. There's no point in sticking around here. We should go. And Reef just kind of makes eyes to her team, like we should go. Because she's...
Okay, and Ātukaan agrees, looks at Reef and says, okay, let's go find this so-called cemetery and dig this one out, and if that doesn't work, we go with option A.
And Wezley thinks for a moment. he kind of looks at these two, and then he looks off where she ran, and he says, is there anywhere of significance that she might be heading? And he points in the direction that she ran. Cemetery, do you have a favorite tree that you like to hang people from?
Where does her husband live?
Her ex-husband
Aye.
lives on the hillsides up there.
I mean, if I was her, I'd want to kill him. Just saying.
That is true.
Again, I agree with her. This is weird, but I agree.
I'm smart.
Yes, well, my sister can be
Say it.
astute. Very, very observant.
Thank you.
Yes.
I'd need to talk to you.
Yeah. Wezley would relish a chance away from these people. And
These people?
and I don't, where are we huddling? Do we think we're in the tavern or
You were in the tavern when near the fire when you're having the conversation.
Yeah.
But you guys can find some privacy either
Go
in
outside.
your room or outside, in the stables, wherever you want to be.
We may as well walk and talk.
Yeah. And as they're out of earshot, Wezley goes, small town people, small minds, eh?
That's right. I don't know if it's because Reef has trouble with betrayal in her mind, but she just looks at the team and she just said, in a chance they may have got the wrong woman. In a chance that healer in there is actually the one dealing dark magic.
Oh.
You think that the Serapina woman is framed?
There were potions at her hip. But that would make sense for a healer.
I also found this. Halloween spat it out as a jewel.
A jewel.
A jewel. A jewel. A jewel.
Jewel.
It's a jewel.
A shiny rock.
A shiny rock. She spat it out. She's choking on it.
Is there any significance
I don't know if
to it?
give it a touch.
Mihan is wants to compare it to, because she's been acquainted with crystals and jewels and rocks like that. She collects some in her little pouch, so she wants to look at it if it's anything specific. If there's
It's a sapphire,
It's a sapphire.
and it is of. It would be of great value.
She bites it.
It's a real sapphire.
It's been in her mouth.
It's, it looks like a very expensive piece of rock.
Yes, it is. Sapphire, they call it.
She's connected to this ghost. She tried to strangle her with her necklace that got stuck. I don't know how she did it, but I think this has something to do with the reason why she's still walking the plane.
Okay, we have options. The place where she's buried or her husband's house, which would also be the place where she conducted
The dark magic.
these experiments.
Paper, scissors, rock. Or thumbs up, thumbs down. The only way we can settle this like true adults. Thumbs up, husband's house. Thumbs down, cemetery. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh, crap.
Yeah.
It is a tie. I mean, I agree with you, Ātukaan. We have to
Right.
go to the source of evil. For once, I agree with you.
I'm just saying, it makes more logical sense. Best bet is that we maybe get to the cemetery and it just happens to be where the husband lives. Or it
Yeah,
could be the other way around.
Could be.
Well, we don't know the layout of this town. It could be that, yes.
Could be. I'm just hoping here.
Wesley really wants to check out the spooky dark laboratory, but you can't say that.
What
Look,
the-
I think the husband is the next one to be targeted. If these two are nice and safe here, then most certainly he's going to be at risk.
The husband is not the main priority right now. She's going through her list of council members first.
The husband who said he was all right with his wife hanging.
That was
Maybe-
the biggest betrayal.
Oh, but maybe she'll leave that for last, dessert.
I mean, what if, she's on the way to killing her husband and we get to the source of her evilness and we go, da! And then that
Burn
just
the
ends all
bones,
of
or
it.
whatever your suggestion is.
Well, why don't we split up?
You really want to split up?
I don't know. Well, we're obviously.
We're not
at
getting anywhere.
crossroads.
We're not.
You go to the burial. We'll go to the husband's house and we'll try and.
And as if Ātukaan took that as permission to go, he just kind of turns around, okay, and then he just walks off towards the cemetery.
Well, don't be in a rush, Ātukaan.
And I will make sure that he does not die. And you...
And this is possibly the first time that Wesley
yeah.
and Mihan have been able to be 50 feet apart from each other. and then,
Are you sure you want to go there, or...
it's all right.
It's fine. It's not weird. It's not...
No, it's fine. It's
Are
fine.
you
We
gonna
can-
miss each other?
I mean...
Oh, you're gonna miss each other's little bodies.
Okay, well.
I'm walking this way. You take care, both of you. Not that I care so much about
Wesley's
you.
like, way to make that weird.
I did it on purpose.
You did that on purpose.
You made it weird first.
No, how?
Gave each other a weird look.
Mihan's chuckling to herself like, maybe we will get married. Oh, good.
Did you hear that?
No, I didn't hear anything. I don't want to hear anything. We're going to old Papa's house.
We're going
It's
to...
good day.
Oh, wow. We're going to split up.
Yeah. The
So,
best idea ever. Always a good idea.
so let's talk to Mihan and Ātukaan first.
Yeah.
Let's talk
We
to
have
you
the
first.
best ideas. I'm going to eat chocolate.
As you walk through the town
of the shadow.
towards the graveyard, the cemetery.
Oh.
All is quiet on the outskirts of town.
I have regrets.
The graveyard has been here for a very long time. Some of the graves in the damp soil, kiltering over on angles. Weeds have grown up around it. Old graves, forgotten people from hundreds of years in this small graveyard. It kind of sprawls around some low-lying hills near the road to the south of the village.
Mihan is looking at all the graves, inspecting their names, but also judging the graves. Like, oh, you chose this type of headstone, or like this tombstone. Like, You know, Ātukaan, when I die, I would like my headstone to be pure gold. Well, as pure as it can get, with crystals on it. Not any of the stone and drab. Look at this weeds all over there. Have you thought about your headstone? And she's still like looking through all the names, looking for Seraphina's name.
Ātukaan is quite taken aback by this really dark conversation, but he says, well, I've never really thought about what life is like beyond here that much, but when I do, it's full of
Light.
pain,
Oh.
which is why cemeteries are kind of like a reminder. A reminder of all the pain, a reminder of everything that we go through. It's kind of like a happy place in a weird way.
This is your happy place. So when you are in suffering or something and someone says, hey, just go back to your happy place, this is where you imagine.
Well, put it this way, Mihan. Sometimes I've found myself making my way just down the street, and all of a sudden I come across a cemetery. I will go there and sit there and complain about my pain, and all of a sudden I look around, and guess what I see?
What do you see?
Nothing. Death. And I say to myself, Ātukaan, what are you complaining about? These people are dead. And so somehow it's in a weird way to pick me up, and I almost feel like Muketi himself is saying, hey,
There it is.
pick yourself up and go make something of this life. Anyway, that's just my thoughts. I've never thought about anything on my tombstone. Maybe like, this guy lived a really awesome life. I think I put that on my tombstone.
You don't want to put a quote about Muketi or anything about the light.
Yeah, then
I
everybody...
imagine like it would be covered in candles or a light that will never stop glowing. We can design your tombstone.
You know what? I'd actually like the sound of that.
yes.
I mean, it's quite enlightening.
Yeah. And then Mihan catches herself laughing at a joke that Ātukaan said, and she's thinking, yes, there is something definitely wrong happening in this town if she's laughing at Ātukaan's jokes and getting along with Ātukaan. So she goes back to going through the older parts of the cemetery.
Okay.
Actually, no, it was 3 years ago, so maybe the somewhat recent.
And you find Seraphina's tombstone.
Tombstone.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ah.
Ooh. Cemetery.
Thank you, Patreon.
Thank you, Patreon.
Thank you, Patreon.
Patrons and Patreons.
So there's
One little eye I can see.
Ātukaan and Mihan, and let's put some old walls around it. Go ahead, if you guys can help me with that. You guys get to you find right here, the grave of Seraphina. Thank you, guys. Yep. What are you doing?
So we found the grave of Seraphina.
Yeah.
Mihan looks over to Ātukaan and says, well, what are you waiting for? Dig up.
I mean, I almost
You are
need to,
stronger than I.
Ātukaan looks at Mihan, and Mihan's, before I get into these things, I have a bit of a ritual. And instinctively, Ātukaan, before he touches
Before you get into these things, as in you've undug someone before.
let's just say that there have been moments where of my life that I have not been proud of, and most of them happen in cemeteries. And so Ātukaan says a karakia real quick.
What is? Mihan is suddenly interested in Ātukaan's history.
That was true, babe.
Ātukaan says a little karakia before, and then kind of looks at the tombstone and almost as if to ask permission to whether to dig her remains up, and then looks around for a shovel or looks around for.
And you start digging.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Meanwhile, you other guys make your way up to the. You get to the keep or the manor is a large building.
You knock first. I'm so scared. What is going on with me? I feel like not myself.
You've been in a bit of a funk for, frankly, a week or so.
I know. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I don't want to talk about it. What are you doing?
Just checking for fever. You don't have one.
Yeah, thank you.
Knock, knock.
It takes a little while, almost a whole minute, before the door is opened.
And Wezley's tie began his head, and he's like, the help around here.
Trick or treat.
A man comes to the door. Yes, can I help you?
Hello, I'm Lord Wolfonia. This is my sister. Can we come in?
I shall check with my lord.
Of course.
A short while later, yes, he returns and says, yes, come in.
Wezley comes in and he like surveys the manor around them. He's doing a wealth check.
Not as wealthy as you, but this is a very, very nice estate.
Wezley looks around. I mean, look at it.
Yeah, it's kind of nice.
Come on, nice.
Yeah, voice day.
Wezley realized he shouted. He points at the rugs. He's like, what, did they weave it themselves?
Wow.
Well, let's just play a fun game of pretend, all right?
Wezley goes, okay. Oh wow, what a mighty nice home you have. I wonder where the Lord is going to be here. Surely he has a crown on his head.
A man stands up from a chair that you hadn't seen he was sitting on a chair.
Okay. Well,
He is very ill. Sorry. We're just here to assess the area. We're friends of Serafina.
Okay. He says,
Oh, that was right.
friends of my late wife, of course, are welcome here. Have a seat. He's slightly shorter than average build, a bit potchy. He's enjoyed the good life. He's had a few, he's had a lot of rich meals in his days, and he's soft on the edges. Good quality clothes. Big ring on his middle finger.
What kind of ring? Not a
Big,
sapphire, is it?
big old ruby.
Yeah, Wezley can't help him understand.
Yeah. That's a nice ring.
Wezley,
Yes.
small sapphire on his pinky. On the other hand.
Oh, hello, baby. Okay. As they take a seat, he bows, and then he adjusts his seat and he says, "Tenebros."
Yes, Lord Tenebros. Lord
Okay,
Tenebros.
Lord Tenebros. Sorry, I've never heard of you.
I've only been a lord a short while. My wife, in her days of sanity, after we were married, it made me a beneficiary of her will.
Fascinating. Isn't that lucky for you?
Tragic is what my sister says. Absolutely
I meant far out.
tragic. Absolutely tragic. Why we've had a touch of madness in the family as well. Isn't it terrible? What was hers? Ours.
Was there a father?
Father.
Oh,
Our
she
father was a
feels-
serial killer. Yeah. So what did yours? What did she do?
Seraphina hid from me her engagement in dark magic.
That's terrible.
That's
Dark magic.
talented. But dark, dark magic. But
Give me
like
chills.
like what? Like what? What kind?
She's
of
bringing
dark
people
magic?
back from the death and whatnot, eh?
So you're friends of Seraphina, I understand.
I mean, like, loosely.
Well, yeah.
I knew her mother. We were lovers. Sorry, you keep talking.
Okay. He says, I think it's getting late.
That's right.
Lord,
There's a tavern in the village that you can stay in.
truthfully, my lord, we visit because I will ask you 2 questions. Firstly, have you noticed any unnatural disturbances around yours or your house?
No.
Does Wezley take that to be true?
Do you want to make an insight roll?
Yeah. He just wants to engage on this man. I will use one of my inspirations just to juice that up a bit. Otherwise, it's a 7. Wow, it's an 11.
Hard to tell.
And then I must tell you a second thing. Your wife has slain 3 counselors in the span of this night, and we fear that you are next.
What is this? You saying that the council, the blacksmith, you saying that Seraphina, from the grave,
Yes.
was responsible for his death?
Yes.
I think she's looking for who's responsible for hers.
And that leads only a pathway to you.
Oh no, I spoke against her, yes.
Why did you do that?
Because I'm a good citizen of Arumia. And when, no matter how much I loved my wife and tried to counsel to stop her ways, when she persisted in this dark magic and making these potions, I had no recourse but to seek the advice of the council.
Wezley's knuckles whiten in his gauntlets, which no one can see, but his fists ball at hearing this. And he says, yes, but it's not always so black and white, is it?
I think some things are very black and white.
What did she try and do?
I don't know, and I'm not. I know nothing of
We need
magic.
to see the laboratory. Does she still have any of her things? Why is there her practice? And this might give us some clues as to how we might protect you. Of course, Wezley's lying through his teeth now, but
And Rafe can sniff the lie, so she just said, just look at me. We want no part of this dark magic. I hate it. But your wife gave me a beard, so this is serious. And I need to see what kind of magic she's using, because this can't happen again. Killings and beards, it's not okay.
yeah, there's 2 things we don't abide by.
Facial hair and killing. Ugh.
And he says,
We're mostly okay with the second thing. Wezley doesn't say that, but in his head, like,
he says, we've
we've killed a lot of people.
We'd say that under our breath.
And our breath.
We've killed.
he says, the room in which he was conducting these foul experiments, it was the items were burnt and destroyed as much as we could, and then it has been boarded up. But I can take you there. Perhaps you can find some kind of clues amongst the rubble. Follow me.
Aye.
Meanwhile, back in the graveyard.
As Ātukaan is kind of digging the grave and just kind of now in autopilot mode, I think he hears the whispers of people saying things just in the wind, of people not liking, they don't do killings and they don't like people with facial hair. And he just kind of touches his own facial hair. He says, looks around. Did you hear someone say something, Mihan?
I can hear you complaining a lot. You missed that part over there.
I have a feeling that we might not be alone.
Oh, Mihan looks around to make sure that they are alone.
Mm-hmm. And Mihan, on the edges of the cemetery,
No, it's not.
a shadowy
Or nor.
woman
Or nor.
is drifting. You've looked over your shoulder, and she has drifted over and is beholding you from behind
Beholder. Beholding.
a large tombstone.
Oh. And
Ātukaan.
Yes.
At that moment, thunk.
He taps it again
Dum, dum,
just
dum.
to make sure. I think we found what we were looking for.
And I think it has found us too. You keep opening that, and if you hear me scream, then maybe come back up here. And she steps towards. What's the figure doing? Is it like just approaching sinisterly?
It's looking at you, and its gaze is fixed on yours.
And I will do the same back. And oh, is this possible? As I look back at her, suddenly this creature's worst fears appear on my face as I cast fear for the first time. And she has to make a wisdom saving throw.
And she goes, Alistair, no! No, Alistair, no! Not again, not twice, no! And she flees.
Yeah, she has to
and she
flee.
runs and she flees out of the cemetery as the shovel goes through the coffin. It is empty.
No!
And with that, we will take a 10-minute break.
What does it mean? And who is that screaming?
Alistair, who he thinks he is?
Alistair.
Are we?
You got a name.
Alistair.
We've had a lot of fun in this first half. What we're gonna do, we've had enough redeems for body swaps.
Oh, what?
So what we're gonna do is, Monique, in the second half, you're gonna be Wezley.
Okay.
Wezley, you're going to be Reef.
Oh no.
Mihan, you're Ātukaan. Ātukaan, you're Mihan.
What?
No, he's not gonna use my spells properly.
And you need to use the voices and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
The
Okay.
body swap got redeemed.
We're gonna swap our brown voices out.
brown
Yeah.
Oh, and one last thing that was also redeemed.
Oh.
High above the graveyard,
Shut up.
a shadow goes across the moon.
No.
absolutely
Wings.
not.
Wings move across the moon.
Didn't think we were going to die today.
It is Eloise.
Hey guys, so what we're gonna do is in a moment we're gonna take a break, but we're gonna give away a t-shirt from our store.
Yeah!
Here's what you need to do. We need them to do something spooky.
Oh.
Something spooky that they can do in just like a couple of sentences.
What if it's like a... Oh, whatever. I've been learning how to do, what are they called that Shakespeare does? A rhyming couplet?
Oh yeah.
What if it's like a rhyming couplet, 14 like, well, maybe just a short rhyming couplet about Halloween.
Okay, a Halloween couplet.
So you're thinking like,
Da 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 da.
Da 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 da
So maybe like A,
da.
B, A, B, and like E, D, E, D or something, just a short one?
Look up and I am back pendebitor or whatever.
Or do we want a limerick?
Just look.
Something that rhymes. And
Something
that's
that rhymes.
Yeah.
Something
Two
that
lines
rhymes.
that rhyme.
2 lines.
Halloween.
Halloween rhymes.
And poetry is subjective. Give us whatever.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
You
right.
don't gonna be
exactly.
English major for that.
All right, beautiful souls. We'll see you guys in 10 minutes. Catch you soon.
Yeah.
Hey there, fellow adventurers. Want to dive deeper into the world of Dice Legends? Join our incredible Patreon community. We have 3 tiers for different levels of involvement. First, our official Patreon tier is perfect for supporting the show without breaking the bank. Get news about the show and gifts of art and music. Next, our Lore Legends tier is for those craving hidden tales and untold secrets. Get unlimited access to our exclusive and constantly expanding lore document, as well as behind-the-scenes content. Finally, our World Builder tier offers the ultimate Dice Legends experience. As well as all the news and gifts and lore, you get to collaborate with us, contribute ideas, and see your creations come to life in future episodes. To choose the tier that suits you best, head over to our Patreon page now, linked below, and level up your Dice Legends experience. We're ready to get into it, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, gosh.
And as we get into it, I've got some clarifying questions about the body swap.
Do it.
Yes.
Okay, so how much of me do I retain?
So Truby is playing Reef.
Okay,
And I get all of his.
Monique is now playing
Wezley.
Wesley.
so and it's not Wesley's mind and personality inside Reef's body.
Oh, yeah.
It's not
yeah.
that. It's Truby is just piloting Reef.
So we're just the same, same story. We're not actually doing a character body swap. We're doing it out of human body swap.
Yeah, that's right. So we're going to see how Monique plays Wesley,
Okay.
how Truby plays Reef, how Mihan plays Ātukaan, and how Ātukaan plays.
Mihan.
Raylene plays.
Raylene plays Ātukaan, and how Ronnie plays Mihan. So if you need to give yourselves each other's character sheets, then do so now.
Well, here's my spells,
my
babes.
God.
Here you go.
You wanna
This
come out
time
These are the only spells you can use now.
Spells
Make
is
it up.
right now.
You can't even see anything. That's mine.
And I'm looking forward to the accents. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh no!
Oh, my warlock!
Yeah, you're also Filipino.
I'm a warlock.
Okay, let's start. We're going to start with
Okay.
Wait.
Mihan and Ātukaan. Mihan and Ātukaan.
I am digging inside of the grave. Oh God. And Ātukaan tries to use his hands to like make the dirt go away and uncover. Oh wait, no, it's empty. We've
empty.
discovered. What in the darkness is this?
Is everything okay down there?
Mihan, I think we have a problem here. And
I don't think if you just solved this, but I just resolved the problem. The problem came, looked at me, and I scared it back, and now the problem is gone. I'm just letting you know that the problem has been solved. But whatever you're doing down there is now a waste of time.
It is probably because she saw your ugly face.
That is not a good way, Ātukaan, to be talking to your elders. You know, you must always respect your elders. How many times have I tell you?
Mihan,
I'm just so. Anyway, did you find the bones?
Ātukaan climbs up from out of the grave, and he fixes his armor. It's all dirty. He says, Mihan, it's not here. I believe that our friends are in danger.
Once
He
again,
does a smolder too.
Mihan looks at Ātukaan and once again I have to do everything myself. Mihan kind of was instinctively. Did Mihan see the apparition kind of pause at a tombstone?
Okay, Mihan, let me talk to you for a second. Mihan,
Oh, this is whack.
first of all, we are in the graveyard, so we need green light in here, in this
Oh
place.
yeah, of course.
Ready for, okay.
Antonio Banderas, hang on.
Mihan, you used okay.
Right, but
Fear.
did the apparition, like, did I see it correctly, or was pausing and
Yes,
looking
it
at
was
another
looking.
grave?
It was looking right into you, and then it fled as you cast fear upon it.
And the name that it uttered before it fled?
Alistair.
Alistair, okay. Mihan now kind of wants to look around and see if you can see an Alistair on a tombstone somewhere, just kind of, and almost walking towards where the apparition was. And yeah, just like, okay, what am I looking for? Alistair, how is that even spelled? Alistair, or like Alistair? I don't know whether it's like, you know, the E with the apostrophe. Well, who am I talking to? Ātukaan, can you please try look for Alistair?
Oh, I'm too busy inspecting all this. I want to inspect the coffin to see if there's scratch.
I think
Okay.
that there's no more bones. I think Alistair might have the bones.
Now, two pieces of information. First of all, Alistair's headstone is very close to Seraphina's. Okay? According to the death, it occurred 2 years before Seraphina's.
Mihan kind of, like, as she is bobbed and weaved between the tombstones, comes across Alistair and is, so close to where I was before. Ātukaan, I am not saying that I might know, but I think I am 110% sure that I do know. But I think the bones could be right here. So yeah, where's your shovel?
Ātukaan.
Your shovel?
Shovel?
Good. Yeah, you got it.
Mihan.
Yes, Ātukaan.
Ātukaan. Hey, Ātukaan. The coffin inside has never had anyone or anything in it.
It was buried empty.
It has been buried empty.
Well, Ātukaan inspects it and he comes to this realization. And then he says, whatever plan they had here, there was no light involved in it. And then he jumps back out. Sorry, you were saying something, Mihan. I was too busy raptured.
I was saying, do you still have your shovel?
Ātukaan brings it over to Mihan.
I think we might be able to maybe dig here, and points at Alistair's grave. The bones might still be here. What? Why are you looking at me like that with your face?
Well, I just did the last one. Do you want to help this one?
I'm such an old lady, you know. I'm so fragile. I don't know. Look, I even pick up.
Oh, of course.
Yes, I'm so
I cannot
sorry.
let an old lady.
Thank you. Take pity on me.
Yeah,
Mihan, so old and frail. You know me. Oh, come on, Ātukaan, you're so strong.
Oh, Ātukaan likes being buttered
Yeah.
up like this. The rare
good
times that
muscles.
Ātukaan feels a bit of jealousy of sometimes when he sees Mihan, adoring Wezley. So to have this attention towards him, he puffs out his chest and says, "Of course, Mihan, do not worry. Just sit over on that tombstone over there,
No.
and I will do this for you."
Oh, thank you. Oh, you are
The moment you
such
put the moment the soil touches the ground, you stop. No.
Oh, I look towards the sound.
And there is Seraphina's ghostly form.
Hey.
She comes. The time of the fear spell has gone as she comes racing towards you. No, defile it not.
Ātukaan, on instinct, draws out his sword and tries to attack with a sword.
Are you, that's, okay.
With his long sword.
Okay. As Seraphina comes up, you attack with your long sword. Mihan.
Mihan recoils and wants an Eldritch Blast.
Nice. That's a natural 20.
Oh.
So that's max crit damage?
Max crit damage.
Oh, what's your damage, babe?
So it's 8 plus 8 is 16, plus the plus 4,
Plus
20.
Wow.
Wow! Mihan!
It was it's effortless to Ātukaan.
And your Eldritch Blast, roll.
Eldritch Blast as Mihan. There's a 4.
Here you
Roll
go.
again.
Try again. It's gone.
Come on. With a 6.
Plus 6.
6.
You hit as well! Also maximum damage.
10 plus 4.
Another 14. And she says, kill me if you want, but leave him be. He has done nothing wrong.
Who has done nothing wrong?
Alistair has done nothing wrong.
What did Alistair do? Nothing wrong, of course, yes. Who is Alistair to you? He holds out his hand in front and puts Mihan behind him.
Mihan, what are you doing?
Mihan looks at. Why are we talking to this thing? Just kill it, All you got to do is just do what I do. I use the magic,
But she might be misunderstood. We have to know her story.
We are all misunderstood in this world, okay, Ātukaan? But sometimes you just can't take, the crap from
Mihan.
nobody.
Mihan, I want to respect you as an elder, but she looks more elderly than you, so I must listen to her.
Okay, I do. Yeah, you're right. It does look.
She says,
Sorry, it's my nose dripping.
drop. Please put the shovel down.
Ātukaan will put the shovel down. That's what Ātukaan would do. Let us talk, please.
What are you doing? Just
We
pick
must
the
talk.
shovel back up.
Have you heard of Muketi? Have you met Muketi?
Yes, Muketi, god of light.
Yes.
Not the Muketi
Yes.
speech again.
My old friend Muketi can help you through this torment that I see in your face.
Nothing but revenge will free me from this world.
Well, revenge. Some people think it is the key to get out of the prison, but revenge itself is the prison. Prison. Sorry.
Are you talking about?
And I'm trying to persuade her to.
Okay, persuade.
Yeah, persuade her to put down her guard and
Okay,
see that we
okay.
are friends. What's your persuasion?
Can Mihan almost feel inspired by this?
12 plus 3. 15.
15.
Oh.
She says, you are a knight of Muketi.
I am, and I put my fist to my heart.
Are you committed to justice?
I am committed to what is right.
Then let me tell my tale.
Oh, really? We don't have all night, lady. We really
We
need to
can
go.
make all night. some ears for your tale. Please.
I can't believe this. We're having ghost stories with a ghost. This is so ridiculous, you know?
She says, Alistair was the farm manager of the estate.
Oh.
And though not of the nobility, we were in love. And as the lady, it is in my power to decide who I marry.
So you were in love with someone who was not the Lord
Yes.
at the same time that you were married to the
No.
Lord? No.
No, I was not married. I was not married. I was a single lady.
Whoa.
And Alistair and I would have been married for many years earlier, but for the social restraints. Eventually, I decided I could do what I wished, being the lady of this land. A stranger came to town. A man named Tenebros, and gave me a gift. A gift of a necklace.
Oh.
And when I placed that necklace upon my neck, thoughts of Alistair faded from my mind. And I became absorbed with only Tenebros. I have little recollection of the next 2 years.
Oh my God.
Except realizing that the necklace was suddenly in my hands. It had caught on something. Its catch had caught on something and fell into my hands. And I discovered 2 years had passed. And Alistair was dead. When I confronted Tenebros and asked him what happened, he said that Alistair had come to confront to find out why my affections for him had suddenly faded, and why I was now betrothed to him. I don't know how, but Tenebros says that in defending himself, Alistair was killed.
Mihan kind of is tweaked by the story and looks at, girlfriend, I think this Tenebros might be bad news to you. You know, I just don't think you've seen it to that well. But I hear you, but her also ears were tweaked by. But you speak of this gem. You say Mihan's kind of tweaked by magical, anything magical source in sorcery is quite intrigued by it and wants to inquire more information about it.
And you see around her neck is a necklace. It is ghostly, but 2 of the gems in the necklace are missing, and the ghostly necklace around her. And she said, when I confronted Tenebros and discovered that I unwittingly, or had no recollection of making him dual lord of my manor, he, and whatever sway he held over the counselors, accused me of dark magic, and I was hung from a tree.
So you were framed. Were you into the dark magic?
No!
Then what were these potions that they found at your laboratory?
I have never made a potion in my life.
Sounds to me that somebody did this to you, lady. And as a lady myself, I always have things done to me that I really don't agree to. And I am just telling you, this guy is bad news. And I think also that we might know where your gemstones might be.
Oh.
Did you say that it has a lot of value?
Yes, it does have a lot of value. If you know where they are, you will tell me.
We might know a little bit of information, right, Ātukaan?
Yes, Ātukaan remembers seeing Mihan holding the sapphire that they got from the last victim, and he's trying to connect. Are those the jewels that were missing?
And Mihan almost trying to allude, we might want to inquire, how much do you think somebody will maybe want to impart or depart with?
Mihan, I don't think ghosts have coins.
Okay.
I only have this night to extract my revenge.
Why only this night?
It happens every 3 years.
Oh, it's an anniversary.
It's an anniversary. Oh my gosh. I leave you now. And she turns and starts fleeing at full speed in the direction of the manor.
Oh, Ātukaan will run after the ghost. He'll be shouting and he will be saying, "Wait, this is not the way! You must remember, revenge is the poison itself!" Mihan, we have to go.
Oh, Mihan just dreaded running. He's just no. I don't think it wants us to chase it. Oh my gosh, not this again. And then starts limping after Ātukaan.
Meanwhile, at the manor, you guys.
Yes. Really quickly, what's the ground like?
The ground?
It's like muddy, like.
Yeah, it's really muddy.
Ooh. Okay, so pretty much as soon as they start walking towards where they think this room is going to go, where Tenobris is leading them. He's instantly like, ew, oh, Reef, this feels really. I don't really want to ask, but I don't really want to get my feet that muddy. So can you carry me?
Is it a bit rough for you, brother? You're not having a good time, Wezley.
Well, not really. Like, if you want me to end up running, then you're just going to carry me. Just do it, Reef.
No, I never asked that of you. I never expect you to run on your own 2 feet. You've always been carried your whole life.
It's all right, I get it. We have a past. Sure. Just pick it up.
Look, Wezley. I don't trust him. He's walking up these stairs wherever we're going, and I don't trust him. And while we're at it, I don't trust you. All right. But I guess that can be resolved another day, but I don't trust him.
Yes, right, and I don't trust this ground that we're standing on.
All right, get in my arms. All right, I'll carry you there. Oh, don't, Mandos. Well, I'm just carrying my Lord brother. He's sick, he's ill, and that's why I have to carry him.
When I said there was sickness in the family, it doesn't go far from the tree. Anyway, Wezley also whispers into Reef's ear. He's like, good, I've got you close. I want you to pay special attention to his ring, Reef. Do you see it?
Aye, I see it. Aye, it's a sapphire.
Well, where else did we see sapphires, Reef?
I don't know. I'm not the smart one of us.
I realise that very clearly. Remember, sapphires. Vomit.
Oh, the ghost! I ripped it right out of her throat with my little finger.
So I'm going to need you to be prepared to fight, because I'm a wuss.
Aye.
And I'm fragile.
Aye, you're a little pansy.
That's right.
Aye.
As we all know, pansies are the most expensive flowers you can buy.
And I don't even know if you should. And Reef reaches for the book. I don't even.
Reef, and he slaps her now.
Oh, and Reef drops Wezley.
Oh no, fine, that's too far. I'll walk myself.
Okay, and then as they depart, they disentangle Reef, like winks at Wezley, and then eyes the sapphire, and as they're following, she'll whip her cloak around her, and she'll hug against the wall, and she will look exactly the same pattern as the wallpaper.
Why is that so dumb when you
and then if they walk past the window, she will become transparent. and if they walk past like a candelabra, she'll become like the scones that holds it. And she will keep doing that.
That sounds like a stealth throw, and you know what? It's my die.
Oh, okay.
He's killing that
Okay,
twin.
come on. Oh,
Oh my god. This is so good.
19.
No!
Plus.
No.
Oh,
No.
28.
No.
Okay, here's what's happening, Wezley and
Reef.
My name's Reef.
Reef. he said, we discovered it in the gardening shed.
Oh, I'm not there.
It's all right.
And he said, oh, where's your sister gone?
Yes, well, she's gone for a poo, and she usually takes quite a while. So it's just us, and which leaves us a good time to talk, because we're both wealthy, and, we'll understand each other. Anyway, I understand women. Oh, they can be so annoying. So, just let's talk on an even rich playing field here.
Okay, yes. I've got money, you've got money, I get it.
Yes. Like, okay, just be honest with me. Did you marry, for the wealth? Because I get it. Because I probably would if I was as poor as you. I mean, no, I mean it, yeah.
He prizes.
And as this conversation is happening, Reef is getting closer and closer to Tenebrous, with her eyes trained on the rings that are on his hand.
Yes. So the sapphire's on his little ring, which is on a cane. He's walking with the cane as you're crossing the grounds towards the gardening shed, the gardener's shed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Right. That's your but it trails along the side of the building, so you can do your thing as much as you want. All right.
Yes, I do that.
Yeah. Okay. But you're getting closer and closer. Okay. He looks at you and says, "I really love my wife."
How much do you love gold?
I enjoy being comfortable. I must admit, I enjoy being comfortable.
I understand. I kind of love being above everyone. It makes me feel good about myself, because I do have deep insecurity. No, that's another story. So let's just say you framed her. Like, not a big deal, right? Like, look, just look at me.
I'm looking at you.
I lied before. I do dabble in the dark. I do little dabbling myself. And that's why I wanted to come with you today. Because I just think that we have more in common than you might think. Let's share stories. You go first.
He leads you over toward the garden, this garden shed. And it's been boarded up. The windows have been boarded. There are signs of fire on the edges of it. And he gets to one of the boards and to start to pull it off.
Yes, I would help, but I won't. So hurry up, please. What's in here?
What's in here?
And as they're going into it, so it's like a shed, did you say?
A large garden building that the gardener used.
As these two have gone into the shed, and they start moving things.
They're just still pulling the boards that have been used to shut it off. He's trying to pull those off.
Reef wants to go to the other side of the shed, move along the wall, and wants to come up against one of the other boarded up windows and just look through the windows at anywhere that there is a space to see through into there, just to look at, she wants to get another angle. In which
Okay, excellent. Well, you move over. You stare. It's dark in there. It's really dark. Really dark. But you've been walking in the darkness for a while. Looking in there, it looks like most of the room has been destroyed. Okay, so but sitting in the very middle of it is a coffin.
Oh.
Reef instantly feels sick. She thinks about her lord brother and there with this with this man, and she's just got a bad feeling. And so what she does is she has her blowpipe just here in her pocket, and so she slowly just mouths at the tip of her pipe, and slowly just bring it up here, and then she puts it in another pocket that has her dart, and she kind of sucks it up just a little bit, so she's picking the dart up with the pipe, but she doesn't suck it up too much, so she doesn't swallow it, and then she uncorks a bottle of poison, and then lets the dart drop into the bottle of poison, and then she sucks up the dart again, and she is poisoned in position because she just doesn't have a good feeling about this.
Such a good move.
Yeah, thank you.
So, Wezley.
Yes.
You did not get good perception. Okay. So yes. So, a hand, please. Two hands are better than one.
The funny thing about my hand, dark magic.
He looks at them and he says, "Fascinating."
Yes, right. I learn from my mistakes, but of course, mistakes have to be made for science. So, I will, however, coach you through it. Good work. Very good work. This is what I do with my servants. They say they like it. How are you feeling?
Patronized.
Oh, right. Thank you for your honesty. Anyway, take me in.
Meanwhile, the other guys. Her ghostly form is swift of foot, and she doesn't have to go around trees. She can go through them. She is running up the hill. You guys can see the manor up in front of you.
Ātukaan figures out that she is probably going to the manor, and the first thing that Ātukaan's brain is thinking is that the Lord is in trouble. So he is running. He just, instead of following the actual creature itself, he's gonna start just making his own way to the manor, the best way. So maybe her way is a bit, detoury, but he wants to find the best way to get there. Yes?
Great, thank you. And
Mihan is really fully annoyed right now because Ātukaan just took off, and in her mind she was sure that what they were looking for was in that grave, and she's just cursing, really cursing, in a language that's never it's real foulness is coming out. As she's with every step, she's just that stupid Ātukaan, never listens to his or he tells me he's a follower of Muketi. That's what I think of Muketi is
Ātukaan feels the spit of that, he knows that someone is bad-mouthing Muketi, and he says, Mihan, you better not be talking about my god like that.
You better not let me catch up to you, because I am going to show you where the light actually doesn't shine.
Mihan, maybe if the light shone on you, then you wouldn't be so, cranky all the time.
I wouldn't be so cranky if you just listen to your elders. Okay, Ātukaan? Okay, more. What is uplifting in the name of? In fact, speaking of uplifting, how about you uplift this elder right now and carry her up this hill? Okay?
Ātukaan just feels pure evil from Mihan right now. All the vile and all the the nasty foul language. He doesn't understand the language, but he knows that it's nasty and it's darkness. So he doesn't. He turns away from it. He turns a blind cheek. What is that the saying?
Turning the other cheek. Are you trying to do that to an old lady, Ātukaan? I see you, Ātukaan. I see you straight through your visage of light.
Maybe Muketi will teach you a lesson in a second as we go to the light of this manor.
I'm about to.
Okay, you run, and the ghost. That she is not running straight towards the manor.
Oh.
She's running towards the side of it.
The side of it.
Wezley. Wezley.
Yes.
He's right in front. kind of starts grunting and groaning, and muttering under his breath. Starts muttering something under his breath.
Are you doing a chant or something? That you're really out of breath.
He steps away from you and says, Your evening is coming to a close. Holds up his staff. His staff has like serpentine designs going down it. And he says, "Come, my pet." And into the ground.
No, sorry, I'm allergic to most animals. I don't think this. I think I actually. Do you know what? I probably need to go take a nap. So I might even go.
And somewhere nearby, but in the distance, there is a bestial roar.
Do you know what? I actually do have to go find my
Reef is she's standing up. She's pulling at the roof of this house. She chin ups up onto the roof.
Okay.
Yeah.
Simple.
Yes. Because she heard this going down. She wants to be peering over the roof and looking down upon this altercation.
Yeah.
Okay. And when she sees it, and she sees the stuff coming down, and she says, "You're gonna have to deal with my pet." She knows that it's all on, and that this thing means to do dirty to her brother. She pulls out her rapier, jumps down, and just wants to plunge her rapier through this man's neck.
Okay. Before that happens, while you're in that, because it's going to take you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Double dash.
It's gonna,
cunning action.
double dash, cunning action. You will be able to do it. Go ahead, make the roll.
Okay. Do I get sneak attack? Do I get? Get advantage on this. I'll use your dice.
You're being sneaky.
Yes. Okay.
You dropped your dice. So
Okay. Thank you. It's plus 9.
Not for snake. Sorry, I think of stealth.
19.
You hit.
Oh yes. Do I do max damage?
Max damage, and you're an assassin.
And a crit.
I got 3d6.
I got 3d6. So 3d6 is 66, which is 36, and plus my
2d8.
2d8. Oh yes, so with that 16 plus 36 is 52. Plus
52!
We're getting max damage.
Plus 3 is 55.
55! Kaboosh!
Oh my gosh.
The ghostly figure runs in. I need to populate with other things.
Meanwhile.
Bonus action. Reef looks at Wezley. Are you all right? Get away from him, Wezley.
Okay. And then Wezley just runs behind the building, and then he takes and he does a little run, a little pansy run, and then just before he completely disappears, he like shoots his head back and goes and then just goes magic missile.
You don't need to roll. Maximum damage.
All the time.
Is it 3 4s? 3 times 4, 12.
And plus 1 on each of them.
15.
Nice.
Yes, you guys have done truckload of damage. Mihan, you can see that the ghostly figure is running into the in front of a small building. Yeah, and there you can see Reef has just dropped down near it. Okay, what are you doing?
So Mihan, or is it Ātukaan first? Or
Mihan.
Mihan.
Goes first.
Mihan is still trailing behind. How far is Mihan from the apparition?
You're 30 behind.
So an Eldritch Blast can hit it?
Yep. And you shoot the ghost.
Yes. Mihan just wanted to slow it down somehow, so aims downwards, almost Eldritch Blast towards its feet.
Roll.
17!
Plus 6.
yeah.
Plus
You
6.
hit.
23.
Maximum damage is 20.
10 plus 4.
10 plus 4, 14. Okay, great. Thank you. And what is Ātukaan doing?
Ātukaan, how far is Ātukaan?
You are also,
Also
like
30?
about 30 feet behind.
So
You're not on the map yet.
Well, Ātukaan thinks about what he has on him. He has a rakau, a long sword, and a shield. He doesn't have any ranged weapons.
Nope.
So he's gonna double dash to the action.
Run. Okay, and you enter the extreme edge of the frame.
And can I do another attack? No, I'm sorry.
From the air. Reef, you did a catastrophic wound. And as you go down next, have we redeemed something on the trips?
Uh-oh.
Okay. You slice off one of his hands.
What?
His hand falls down to the ground. And now that you're looking closely at it, Wezley,
Yes.
you can see that the hand itself is similar to yours. A withered, wraith-like hand.
Wezley immediately thinks about putting it in his pocket.
I want you to make an Arcana roll,
Yeah,
Wezley.
sure. Absolutely.
Reef sees Wezley looking at the hand, and she's like, oh, don't you even think about putting this dark magic in your hand.
Yeah, but-
And even though it is a hand.
Yes, I get it. Oh, wrong, Reef. I only got a 3, so I don't even know what that.
Thank you very much. Okay. From the air, beating wings.
No.
Why?
Beating wings.
No.
An old
What
foe.
have you got?
No,
The green.
don't do it.
And a bestial creature flies down and lands on the roof of the building
What?
right in front of you, and looks at its master, and then looks at you all.
Oh my god.
Oh, Gideon.
How the
Reef says, oh crap.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The ghost runs over to Lord Tenebros and gets her necklace out and tries to strangle him.
Oh.
Fair enough.
You know what? Yeah, slay.
Yeah, I get it.
And the Lord in front of is grasping the grievous wound that he has suffered from Reef, and does hold person on you. Make a wisdom saving throw, Reef.
A wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving
Do
throw.
I have a good wisdom saving throw?
I don't think so.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah. No, +1. I'm gonna use my other inspiration.
Nice.
14.
14 is not what you needed. 15. 15 is what you need.
Oh no.
Reef, as her body begins to seize, like one good eye, still looks desperately at Wezley, and then it totally fixes it in place.
Oh no. Oh god. Oh dear. Oh.
The Tenebros then runs away, taking the opportunity attack from the ghost. The ghost swings its hands through and connects. Connects with Tenebros, and necrotic damage. He has taken a lot of damage. And he, 1, 2, and heads for the trees. Next round, the creature has spent its turn landing on the roof and surveying the area. What are you doing? Oh, sorry. Reef, at the end of the round, you can make your first save. Okay. So it's the end of the round?
Now?
The end of the round, so make your first
Come
save.
on, baby. Oh, no, 7.
No. Wezley.
Yes. Wezley. Oh my god. Does he not want to do this? Absolutely. But he sees the hand on the ground, and his dirty dark magic mind is like, I need that hand. It has a magic ruby. I just can't leave it there. Someone else doesn't deserve it. So he is going to try and think about his sister, even though he's being bright red and yellow, he is going to try and go up against the wall of the house, and as much as he can, tries to stealthily walk towards the hand and pick it up.
Okay.
my
Even though he's right below the dragon.
Make a stealth roll.
Get out.
Well, what's your stealth? Is it minus?
I think it's +2.
Well, 12.
12. Okay. You're concealed beneath the eaves of the building at the moment, and you pick up the.
I pick up the hand. Oh my god, what?
This hand is not a normal severed hand.
I knew it! What is it?
The moment you touch it, a compulsion to lop off your own hand and affix it to it, to your hand, comes into your head.
What?
Those that are D&D aficionados.
Oh no. Or nor.
Oh no. This was not the right idea. Alright, well that's my turn.
That's your turn. Mihan.
Can Mihan see Wezley approach this hand, and can Mihan also be in vision of seeing this hand?
Yes.
So Mihan is just.
He didn't actually do a very good stealth roll. It's just that he's hidden underneath the eave so the dragon creature can't see it.
So as Mihan is making her way, cursing behind Ātukaan, and but also just well aware of where she's looking, sees dragon on the roof, and says, "Oh my God! Okay, this is not the type of situation I want to be running into. Thanks, Ātukaan. You just led us to another trap, didn't you?" And then sees, what is that little wizard trying to do over there? And then sees Wezley making over, and then kind of follows his direction, sees the hand. Immediately, Mihan says, "Well, that looks interesting." And kind of almost wants the beeline, like doesn't care now about the situation, but you can tell that this hand holds evil. And also, can Mihan, from perception, see the sapphire ring?
I'll tell you what. You can't do everything in a turn.
Okay,
But you can choose to either do an Arcana roll on the hand or a perception roll if you wanted to make a perception.
Arcana roll, please.
Arcana?
Sorry.
Go for it.
15 plus 5, dirty 20.
You have heard rumors of a severed hand
And,
known as the Hand of Vecna.
Oh boy.
And Mihan is very, very familiar with this information and immediately understands the power within the arm of Vecna.
How did she get all this from a mile away?
Because she's run into, she said she was double moving.
And there's a dragon, you look
Is
straight
that
to my hand.
dragon? We cut off limbs all the time.
All right, there we go. Ātukaan.
Ātukaan will see the whole thing. He sees first Wezley, this weak man, looking at this, taking interest in something evil, and he shakes his head and he says, "Oh no, Wezley!" And he sees Mihan running past and looking right at Wezley and goes, "Oh no, Mihan!" But he just knows that these two are bad news, and he is filled with hate for how evil they are. And for a second he thinks maybe they're the real enemy that he has to slay today. But his eyes avert to the creature, the dragon, who he's never seen a dragon, maybe in stories he has. And he smirks and he says, "Ah, a worthy opponent." And he gets ready to attack the dragon at full force with no thinking.
Okay. So are you moving?
Yes, I'm moving.
1, 2,
right up to
3,
it.
4, 5,
And I get
6.
I get its attention. Hey, dragon over here. Pick on someone your own size.
So you're doing that from down below?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, great. It is their turn. The Tenebros says, "My pet, the hand."
Oh.
And the pet comes down, boosh.
Oh my god.
In front of Wezley and the ghost. And
Rafe was thinking, "Oh, that was right in my ear, Wezley."
and
She got head up.
and does a snap. Tries to grab it.
Just the hand.
Tries to grab your arm as well.
Oh!
I think an 18 plus 8 is definitely gonna grab you. Grabs Wezley. And takes you to back up to the roof.
What?
Whoa.
God. What have I
The
done?
arm.
The ghost runs to Tenebroth and tries to attack. She succeeds. Tenebroth starts choking. Reef, make your wisdom saving throw.
Come on, baby.
Come on, Reeve.
Come on, Reefy. Hiya.
Come on, Riffy.
Oh, 8.
Oh, see.
You're like, oh, does it help that he's choking?
I'll make a concentration check. Definitely, I will definitely make a concentration check,
What is this?
Huh?
What is this?
which he fails.
Oh!
You can't do this here.
Okay.
He fails his concentration check. The huge amount of damage that he's done as he's choking, the hold person fails on Mihan, and Mihan on Reef. And Reef, you are free to act. His turn.
Reef comes out of her paralysis, and she looks over at the ghost. She says, "Aye, thank you, Ghosty. I've got to rescue my brother." And then she will turn around. She'll be saying this all with the pipe in her mouth. She spits it back. She spits it back into her little pocket. She will not deadlift. Whatever it's called, she will just pull up onto the roof, and she will look at the dragon, and she'll say, "Hi, that's my brother in your mouth," and then slash at him with a rapier.
Go for it.
Hey.
Reef!
What? Reeve!
Franken Reef!
Hey, thank you, Wezley. I'm going to get you out of that dragon's mouth. 17.
Oh my goodness, this is gonna be really close.
9.
It's gonna be really close.
I mean, he's a big dragon.
He's
That's
a
a big
17.
area to hit.
It's a big target.
Yeah.
It is a big target.
And
It
I'm
is.
Surely.
I'm feeling like 15 DC. I don't know.
yeah.
You hit. You
Oh,
Hit him.
so that is 8. 8 plus 3 is 11. Goosh. Bonus action.
Yes.
She wants to, and as she's kind of climbed up, she wants to take one of the roof tiles and just kind of swat it. Swat it at him.
Okay.
Just like throw a roof tile at him.
Throw a roof
at his
tile.
eye.
Come. Right.
I rolled that again. 17.
Yeah, sure. Why not? A roof tile does 1
points.
plus your strength plus
Oh, yeah,
plus your
nice.
strength.
4.
4.
Yeah! Right in there.
There, put down my brother, you flying freak.
Okay. Mihan.
Mihan is.
Oh, sorry. I was going the wrong way. Yes,
Wezley.
Wezley.
Oh, yes.
Okay, yes, Wezley is so proud of her brother. She's like, good job. And then she's like, I don't want to be here right now. So she does a misty step, and she's like, oop, not for me. And then she just like vanishes, and then she appears 30 feet away from the dragon, out of its midst, and actually wants to go. No, not really that keen. He'd like to go. How far can I go? Like away,
30,
like,
that's
about here?
60 feet. 60 feet is 12 squares.
Oh,
Can
right.
we-
So she's just going to be like, "Oh, hello, Rex," and he's going to just put himself in the tree so that he's still in range to do a spell
Okay.
if he wants.
And Misty Steps takes everything that you're holding.
Oh! And then he looks down. He goes, "I'll take that." Oh crap! And then he looks at his own hand, and he's like, "Oh, I want to chop you off, don't I?" And that's it.
You can cast a cantrip still, so if you want to
Okay.
cast Hold Deep, you can
Mihan.
do that right now.
I would like to also do a bonus action and totally the undead
On whom?
on the dragon. And I
Nice.
would like to have a little bit of fun with it. And before I chop my hand off, I'd like to do it with this dead hand. Can I do that?
Okay, roll damage.
Okay.
Oh no, sorry. I actually succeeded.
Damn.
I make wisdom saving throw. I got a 16.
Yes, I was not concentrating. No. I was like totally undead. And I was looking at my own arm.
Okay, and Mihan.
Mihan making her way towards this, sees Wezley being taken up by a dragon, and then to see the whole thing kind of almost unfold, and she's kind of pleased with her patience of just waiting as these kind of events unfold, and then she sees Wezley playing with the arm, but it takes an eldritch blast to the dragon, but is still aware that the arm is in Wesley's possession. With an 18, does that help?
Yeah, you
6.
hit.
Plus 6, 24.
Okay.
14.
14
14 damage.
to the dragon.
Yeah.
Okay, cool, great. What's Ātukaan do?
Ātukaan is going to dive headfirst, go right up to the dragon.
You can
from
climb.
behind.
You can climb it if you want.
Yeah.
You've got enough movement. You can climb up there. Yeah.
Right behind the dragon. And there is a question. Does Divine Smite, is that one action?
When you hit, once you hit, you can automatically apply smite.
All right. Well, I take out my Ātukaan takes out his long sword and he says, "It's time to land for real." Oh,
Sometimes it's just not the day. I know, right? That's okay.
What are you
like,
saying,
no, no, no,
Ātukaan?
no.
I can't stand your guts.
He's like,
Just hurry up and slide it, will you? Why are you wasting time?
Let the right Muketi touch your tail and the
Oh, that was awful. I can't believe I gave you my blood.
At advantage.
Oh, giving you flanking. Oh.
natural 20!
Yeah.
Can I use a Divine Smite on that? I don't know what
can.
Divine Smite does.
So what
really.
Divine Smite is. Okay,
Yes.
you ready for this?
Okay.
Let's go Divine Smite.
Divine
attack?
Smite.
The best.
You use one of your spell slots.
Uh-huh.
A first level spell slot gives you 2 extra d8s.
Ooh.
But you can also use it as a second level spell slot, which means you get 3 d8.
But we get max damage.
Oh,
And it's-
Plus your sword is 4 d8.
oh, wow.
Double that will mean 8 d8.
8 d8s?
Do you want to?
But we don't have to roll.
And you don't even have to roll.
Because we get max damage.
Oh, yeah. That's
That's 64.
64.
4 hit points. The lead up mine may have been crap, but the hit was pretty
The
good.
hit was wipe off one of your second level spells.
Sure. If I don't even think Ronnie does that.
Ray can't believe what she said. She hates Ātukaan's guts, but even she has to look around and be like, "Aye, that's pretty good."
Ātukaan smirks at Reef and like, I saved you just in time, didn't I? Is that only
and
one
then
action?
Rafe
That's one
instantly
attack.
vomits. Rafe vomits. You ruined it. You ruined it. I thought, like, for a split second, I thought I liked you. But then you go ahead and you say some crap like that.
Ātukaan, well, how about this? And then he'll
Second attack.
I do a second
Rafe
attack.
doesn't want. She takes back her flanking a bonus. She doesn't even watch.
Dirty 20.
30, 20 hit.
And he as he swipes at the tail and like the back side of this dragon, he like flexes an arm as he's holding the long sword and just does a little smolder.
Nice. Okay.
Blue stuff.
Rafe gives up on the will to live. She doesn't care anymore.
And he says, Mukete is strong with us today, friends.
Oh, it's the icing on the cake.
The dragon launches itself away from you. You can both take opportunity attacks.
Yes!
And
17 plus 6.
you
Oh.
hit. Yeah. What'd you get?
13.
13 does not hit. Ātukaan does another 12.
Yep.
Ouch. It is really bad.
Dang,
And
Ātukaan.
Ātukaan,
You play a bit of Ātukaan.
Wesley,
Oh.
it comes down,
Oh, yeah.
grabs your hand and just takes off straight into the air. Takes
my.
you in the hand and takes off straight into
no.
the air. I think an 18 is going to grab you.
No way.
Yes. As Wesley's getting lifted into the air, it almost feels quite nice because Wezley is starting to go, as Wesley's holding this hand, dark visions of like these creatures coming up to get him as he goes through the dark patches, almost like it almost died, succumb him in his mind, and he almost doesn't mind getting lifted to the air as long as he's with this hand. He can see the tentacles coming up towards him, almost breaching the surface, but not quite. And he just looks down and goes, "Oopsie daisies," as they go up into the air.
And it will attack with its second attack at
Kind of being
advantage.
roasted.
At advantage, it claws you.
Always.
Actually, no, it will bite you. Bite.
Bite my hand off so I can put it on.
What?
Let's see. 19 hit points damage.
Oh dearie me. Yes. Wezley is starting to feel very faint. But he's still kind of conscious, but he feels immense pain ripping through his hand. Is it still on?
You're holding. You're holding it, and its claws around your arm and the hand.
Do you
So
know
let me. So I'll make sure I'm painting it for everyone really clearly.
Yeah.
The dragon's forearm is
Yep.
around your forearm,
Yep.
and the hand that you're holding. You're clinging onto it. It's clinging onto it. It's taken off onto the air, and then it's gone bite into you.
No, okay.
And-
yes, so Wezley feels very sick.
Yes, and you are now 40 feet up in the air.
Oh, Wezley does the only thing he knows how, and he just uses his legs, and he just grapples onto the dragon's waist like a little baby because he doesn't want to be dropped.
Okay, the man, Tenebros. Oh, what's his presence of mind going to do? And he says something to the woman in front of him, to the ghost in front of him. None of you are close enough to hear. He kind of opens himself up, and with his staff, he points at Wezley. Points at Wezley. And he casts magic missile, elevated,
Damn.
casts it as a 3rd level spell.
Yikes.
Oh, sorry.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault.
Oh, I feel bad.
No, don't feel bad.
Wait. Oh dear.
3rd level spell.
Yes.
5, 7, 11, 15, 20.
Yes, right. Well, that's a lot more than Wezley had.
Oh.
He had 3 hit points left. So, he feels the magic missiles hit him in the back.
Oh.
And as this happens, his vision goes dark and the tentacles resurface, covering his entire head and bringing him down to the ground. And he just feels his whole body slump, and he just goes, "Heal me."
Somebody.
Tenebros falls to the ground.
What?
That's right.
Falls to the ground. What are you all doing?
Reef, has my brother fallen? Or where is my brother?
Yeah, well, that'll probably happen at the next turn. That'll probably happen in the next turn.
And I can't jump 40 feet.
Give it a go.
Reef has it locked and loaded. She runs to the edge of the roof, and then she pulls out again from what's my accent? From her pipe pocket.
Yeah.
She pulls out a little pipe, and she says, and it goes, and fires it at the dragon.
Go for it!
Aye, here it comes. Aye, 23.
Dude, my goodness.
And
Okay.
it's covered in. Okay, so I dipped in a bottle. The bottle I took was from the worst hangover I've ever had. I had a terrible hangover when I was on the juice, and I bottled up all my sweat from it, and I put it all into this, and along with some high-grade poison, and I mixed it all in here. So when I shoot it at the dragon, like, yes, it'll do a little bit of damage, but the dragon will also get a hangover.
Okay. Okay, roll damage. Maximum damage.
Shoot, sorry, Wezley. 7.
Okay, ouch.
Poison.
But you've got a hangover. You've got the worst hangover of your life. This was the worst hangover I've ever had. This dragon is going through it. It's gonna even.
Oh,
Yeah.
as a person, I have to go so you're playing both of us.
Oh,
And
right.
so, okay, we're gonna accelerate this. If you don't mind, Wezley.
That's right, that's my name.
Wezley falls.
Yes,
Wezley falls.
I've fallen.
He's falling 40 feet. The dragon lets go. It's limping away.
Limping away.
Limping in as it's flying. It's very badly wounded. It lets go of Wezley, whose form starts to fall. Mihan, Ātukaan, you doing anything?
Mihan immediately wants to, as he is Wezley falling still in midair, wants to Eldritch Blast these trees as if to knock him over and cushion the fall for Wezley to fall on.
Okay, go for it.
Just Eldritch Blast, oh my gosh, again, I must do this all by myself.
4,
4 plus
6,
6.
10.
10?
What's the tree's AC?
10.
10?
You hit it!
And so basically, all of this fall down as if to create a little bit of a cushion for Wezley falling.
Okay, and a bit of a cushion. And Ātukaan, what are you doing? See him on.
Bye. Ātukaan. Well, I'm surprised that Mihan tried to save Wesley's fall. So the dragon's gone?
The dragon is flying off. Wezley's falling down right here. He's gonna be falling, right in kind of here where all these trees are.
Yes.
Well, Ātukaan is going to try and dive and catch Wezley because he cannot stand to see someone falling from grace like that. Yeah.
Make that athletics roll.
14. Athletics plus. Ooh, what is your athletics?
He's pretty good at it.
Oh, plus 6. Dirty 20 again.
Wezley is hot.
He's like a bird, Ātukaan, a vision of an eagle soaring through, and he remembers a time when he was with Amuea and Amulea, and he says, "Oh, one day, my love and my child, we will be as free as that bird." That is what he thinks of when he flies through the air and
And
catches
slow motion
Wesley.
catches.
As if he were catching Amalea herself. And with grace, he lands.
And you absorb half of the damage on behalf of Wezley.
That's all right. I think I
So
can do that.
you take only half of the damage. Oh, you only take 6 hit points.
Oh, easy. Not even under 30 yet.
And the
Do they topple down to the ground? And Mihan looks at this, this epic heroic saving of Wezley, and kind of as they land, looks straight at Ātukaan and said, "You always have to be over dramatic with all of your. I had it. That's what the foliage.
Mihan, our friend.
The foliage was for to break his fall. I mean, that's.
Ātukaan looks at Wesley's not yet, body, and he just looks. He is conflicted because he saw Wezley try to get the hand, and he says, "Is this person even worth saving?"
And as Ātukaan is saying that, he might notice that there's a rapier at his throat. Reef says, "You're taking an awfully long time to heal my brother."
I am just thinking of the consequences of reviving him.
Well, let me tell you what the consequences of not reviving him are. And
Tell
then
me.
she looks at the point of her rapier.
Okay, how about we put down our blades and just think about what we're doing at the moment, okay, guys?
Ātukaan,
Ātukaan, Reef, Ātukaan just saved your brother, yes, from falling and maybe damaging his sweet little head. So, and Ātukaan, you look so good when you're just, catching him in the sky. Saying all of this, Mihan is kind of slowly moving towards wherever the hand is. And
Hands in the dragon's claw.
Oh, it's
and
gone?
It's gone.
Okay. So yeah, Mihan is looking kind of feverishly around to see if she can see anything. But yes, maybe we just put the blades down. It's been a traumatic day already.
And
okay.
then the reef says, "Don't worry, Mihan. It was a joke.
Okay.
We traded blood."
Yes, we are tight now.
Okay.
Ātukaan looks over at Wezley, and even though he feels like bringing him back is a bad idea, he has an oath to Reef, and does not want to let Reef down. So he just, clenches his butt cheeks and put his hand on Wezley's face and says, "Heal," and does lay on hands.
Okay. You can do up to a maximum of 25 hit points. How many hit points are you giving?
I will give him only 5.
5. Because you never know. Okay.
Because you never know.
Hey, guys. The dragon is gone. Wezley comes back to life.
He's weak.
Is weak, and the ghost of Serafina is just wandering around the body of Tenebros. Okay. She's scowling eyes and says, "Why am I still not free?"
I told you that revenge is a prison. Ātukaan says to the ghost.
Maybe you are tied here because, just talking from what I know as someone that dabbles in the magic, maybe you are tied here for another reason.
Or maybe it's got something to do with that coffin that's in the shed.
She looks at you.
Maybe that.
I have not been able to rest. My coffin, where is it?
Reef walks over to the shed door, punches through the boards.
Yeah.
It's right there.
Yes. Okay. Indeed. Among the wreckage and ruin, almost like it's been enshrined. The coffin is just sitting there.
She looks at her unconscious brother and is almost thankful for a second that he's unconscious, that he's not here for this moment.
Yeah.
And Reef says, "After you, my lady."
She goes over to the coffin and lies in it. And moments later, she steps out and says, "There's still something not right. There's something not right in here. In this, I still feel like I'm bound to this world."
Well, I'm all out of ideas.
Ātukaan.
And her hand kind of invariably kind of goes to the necklace around her neck.
Maybe perhaps you are missing something.
Maybe a magic rock by any chance? Maybe just what did be? Yeah, I think she already
Mihan.
said. Yes.
Give the woman the sapphire back.
What sapphire? I don't
saw
know.
you holding it earlier.
Oh, you mean this rock that we came across that has no value whatsoever? I don't think it will
Ātukaan
be
takes it from her,
of use to anybody.
and he approaches the ghost. Says, "Will this let you pass on into the light?"
She says, I think I'm wearing the necklace in the coffin. It has caused me so much pain.
Reef opens the coffin.
The corpse has gone through all the putrefaction and rotting that 3 years of death would do. But around the neck is this necklace, missing the stones.
Reef
but it is untarnished.
Reef wraps the cloak around her little face, puts her hand on the necklace, and then she looks at the ghosty lady. Are you ready?
I'm ready. It breaks the neck. Does it? And she says, "Thank you. Destroy it, please. Destroy it. It has caused so much pain." But she fades.
And as she's fading, and in the coffin, it's her body? Is that correct? Or is this?
It is.
Yeah. As she is fading, and he sees, Ātukaan sees pretty much a second death happening. He just, bows his head and says a little karakia for Serafina and hopes that she rests in the afterlife, and she passes over. And,
And as Ātukaan opens his eyes from this karakia, he sees Mihan holding out her hand like this to him. Well, come on. You heard it. It's not her rock. That's my rock now.
She also said we must destroy it.
No. Destroy the necklace, but not
And
my
the
rock.
rock to be safe.
Aye, she did say that. And then Reef will bundle the two together. She's like, on that, Ātukaan, we see eye to eye. And
We don't know what evil this thing might have, Mihan.
Well, maybe I could have found out if you just let me have a bit more time studying it, because I am an aficionado of dark magic.
You're going to use it to seduce my brother.
No.
You're going to tempt him into dark magic.
I would not do such a thing. Wezley is like a little brother kind. You know this, right? Wezley, we just agree on some things and not agree on some things, but we share commonality and a passion and a love for things magical.
All right. Well, you have to excuse me if I don't believe a single word of what you say. And then Reef will put it in her pocket, and she says, "We're going to visit the blacksmiths before we leave town."
The blacksmith.
Aye.
What for?
Scene change to the blacksmith. And Reef.
We'll heat this thing up. We'll apply any sort of heat that she can. She'll find the blacksmith tools, and she's going to try anything that she can just to smash this thing into pieces.
And boosh! It shatters. The metal disfigured, beaten. The gems cracked. The clasp destroyed.
Well done, Reef. As Ātukaan is still carrying Wezley's unconscious body. Well done.
Aye.
Yeah, well done, Reef. You might as well have removed our very chance to maybe, I don't know, fight the evil ahead. Mihan's really kind of not in a good place after, all of this power had just been destroyed, and she's just, it's okay. I've still got my friend in darkness.
And with that, we conclude our adventure. Nicely done.
What I had no idea it was going to be that much fun. Playing Reef. If only
funny.
I don't know what I enjoyed more, playing Reef or watching Mon play Wezley or watching these two characters swap. I mean, I felt like I was being roasted, but then I felt like
I've seen
I felt like I was
It felt like an out-of-body experience. I'm watching me playing me, but not me.
And it's so funny to see what each other notices about each other. Oh my god, I'll
so
stop.
funny.
I'll stop talking.
Fun. Hey, that has been our Halloween special.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
Fun. Get some scared. High five, Mon.
Luca, Jace.
Luca, Jason, Mons.
To our audience, thank you for all your generosity. That's get you for all the tricks and the treats that
yes.
you gave
Thank
us
you.
along the way. Thank you to all our followers and all of our subscribers. Congratulations to whoever won the T-shirt thing.
Yeah.
We're just gonna say thanks to other people that make the show possible.
Thank you, team.
We'll start with the patrons on Patreon. Thank you for all the things that all the money that you give to us, whether that's a little or a lot. You help make our show bigger and better, and you keep the lights on. So thank you for help making our show better. Welcome to all the people who have recently joined us on Patreon, and also you can get some sweet merchandise. Those of you who do give on Patreon have a wee code that you can use on our merch store as well. So it's just a little way of saying thank you. Yeah, thanks for everything you give.
Thank you, and to our sponsors, we've got Minstrel, who make
Thank you, Minstrel.
handcrafted premium accessories for the TTRPG world, premium hardwoods, Italian leather. Thank you so much. They've got an incredible discount code. Dice Legenz gets you 25% off in their shop. Thanks very much.
And also remember Dice Legenz as the code when you visit our friends at BD&D. They've got all you need for your D&D needs. Need dice say more from bringing the colors on in your worlds to life, to rolling them dices, to finding out what the rules are and the ins and outs about D&D. You can find them at BD&D and much, much more. So yeah, Dice Legenz is the discount. That's all you need.
Yeah, and big shout out to D20 Collective for providing a whole range of really cool, really sexy looking dice. Check out their October dice right now. We're almost done with October, so once October's done, they might be gone for realsies. So give them a check out. Yeah, and at the checkout, if you want a discount,
nice.
at the checkout, you can put in Kiwi Legenz, so you get yourself a sneaky little discount. Thank you, D20 Collective, and everyone who supports them and us.
Yeah, so by supporting our supporters, you support us. So thank you. And speaking of supporters, the last one we want to mihi to is World Anvil, the ultimate online tool for making, creating, and storing all the information for your TTRPG setting. Maybe it's the setting for your novel. They have all kinds of awesome tools that can help you out. I can say this as a user of the site myself. Rumia and Aratai are also on World Anvil as well. Yeah, check it out if you haven't already.
That's it, guys. It's been a lot of fun.
Yes.
So fun.
So good.
Your costume alone, it was really cool when the ominous lights were on and you did the evil kind of.
Scary.
Exactly.
It's really spooky.
And the lights were incredible.
Yeah, lights are great.
So much fun.
Thanks.
Thanks to our moderators. Thanks
you,
to our
mods.
technical team.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Mr.
Jace.
Cool.
Thanks, Luca. Much appreciation to you all.
So
And we will see you next week. Catch you all later.
I'll review later.